हे आम्हालाच माहिती. याच्यामध्ये एक चर्चा अशी असू शकते की आम्ही एनडीए बरोबर सत्तेत जाणार, आम्ही म्हणजे आमचा पक्ष, आणि ही गोष्ट काही लोकांना आवडत नसावी. दुसरा जो सिनारिओ आहे, दृष्टिकोन आहे,
the other important aspect that we are basically raising,
दादाच एनडीएतून बाहेर निघतील आणि रस्त्यावरची सामान्य लोकांची साठीची लढाई आमच्यावर लढतील, आणि हा दृष्टिकोन एका गटाला आवडला नसावा. त्यामुळे ह्याच्यामध्ये जर राजकारण असेल आणि
whether at all this is an accident or this is a crash, this is something that is not known. This requires a full-fledged investigation to be carried out.
पाठिंबा देणारा एक जो गट आहे तो,
this is also another viewpoint that should be looked into.
पण एक अजून जाता एक सर्वात महत्त्वाची गोष्ट आहे की कदाचित जे जिल्हा परिषद पंचायत समितीचे अजितदादांच्या पक्षातले जे कुठले उमेदवार आहेत त्यांना हा मुद्दा कळेल. जेव्हा नगर परिषदचं इलेक्शन झालं होतं, नगर पंचायतचं इलेक्शन झालं होतं, महानगरपालिकेचं इलेक्शन झालं होतं, तेव्हा दादा सगळ्या गोष्टीचं नियोजन त्या ठिकाणी बघत होते.
I also want to raise this that after the municipal elections, Ajit Dada had already started working on the Nagar Parishad. The entire focus of Ajit Pawar was with regards to the upcoming Zilla Parishad election.
मार्गदर्शक कागद हे जास्त लागतात, छोटे इलेक्शन असेल तर कमी लागतात. पण दादांचा हा अपघात होण्यापूर्वी
there is no distinction that was made by Ajit Pawar with regards to whether this was a big or a small election.
हे दुसरा कुठला तरी नेता करायचा. 28 तारखेला असंही आम्हाला कळतंय, आता कळतंय म्हणून आम्ही सांगतोय, या जिल्हा परिषद पंचायत समितीच्या इलेक्शनचं या मार्गदर्शक कागदांचं योग्य असं नियोजन त्या ठिकाणी झालं होतं, आणि निर्णय असा झाला होता 200 पट ताकद या मार्गदर्शक कागदांच्या माध्यमातून इथं लावली जाणार. सगळं ठरलं, सगळं झालं. दुर्दैवाने 28 ची घटना त्या ठिकाणी घडली, आणि आम्हाला असं कळतंय की दादा नसताना त्या 200 पट ताकद जी लावली जाणार होती मार्गदर्शक कागदाच्या माध्यमातून, फक्त 50 पट ताकद त्याच्यामध्ये लावली. 150 पट ताकद कमी लावल्यामुळे सुद्धा ते जे उमेदवार आहेत ते कुठेतरी काही गोष्टींच्या बाबतीत कमकुवत पडले आणि एकटे पडले दादा नसताना, अशी ती चर्चा आहे. त्यामुळे 150 पट ताकद का कमी लावली आणि कुणी लावली ह्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा आपल्याला त्या ठिकाणी खोलात जावं लागेल. असे अनेक आहेत. आम्ही काय राजकारण करतो असं नाही, आज पण राजकारण करत असतो, जे जे बोललो ते खोटं निघालं असतं, पण जे जे मुद्दे मांडले, कारण शेवटी इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन करत असताना टेक्निकल इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन इज इम्पॉर्टंट, आणि त्याच्याच बरोबर जर क्रिमिनल इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन आपण करतोय तर त्याच्यामध्ये एक दिवस आधी काय घडलं, एक महिना आधी काय घडलं, कोण कोणाला भेटलं, नंतर काय घडलं, कोण कसं वागतंय, कोण किती भावनिक आहे, कोण कुठल्या विषयामध्ये, एखाद्या महत्त्वाच्या विषयामध्ये चर्चा करत असताना कोण कुठल्या भावनेतून त्या ठिकाणी बोलतं, हे सगळ्या गोष्टी जर आपण बघितल्या तरच त्याला राईट इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन आपण म्हणू शकतो. त्यामुळे आमची मागणी आहे की याच्यात क्रिमिनल इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन सुद्धा त्याच्यामध्ये त्या ठिकाणी व्हावं, आणि टेक्निकल इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन तर व्हावं, पण टेक्निकल इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन मध्ये काय चूक आहे हे मी तुम्हाला आधी सांगितल्यामुळेच याच्यामध्ये आता याच्यामध्ये काही इतर मागण्या आहेत ज्यांना मी या परिवाराला भेटलो, कपूरच्या परिवाराला मी भेटू शकलो नाही, पण
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला. सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला.
Himanto Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up? and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you.
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is not going to lose a single vote because whomever the vote, the section of people who vote for Gaurav Gogoi or Rahul Gandhi in Assam, in any case they will vote only Congress. From that press conference, neither I will gain one vote, neither I will lose one vote.
But you have said some amazing things.
Yes.
You said that you think that Gaurav Gogoi visited Pakistan on an invitation from the ISI. You have said he has gone there for specific training, and some specific training was given to him in Pakistan.
Arnab,
These are national security allegations,
yes,
sir.
Yes. Arnab, today Gaurav Gogoi did a press conference. I do not know whether you know it or no, do not know it. He has amplified my allegation. My allegation was that he got a visa for Lahore. Then next day when he arrived Lahore,
Indian Navy is conducting International Fleet Review 2026 in Visakhapatnam. 70 countries have participated in the ongoing maritime event. ED summons Anil Ambani for questioning in connection with the rupees 40,000 crore bank fraud case. Former Congress President Bhupen Bora to join BJP on February 22. Assam Chief Minister makes the big announcement. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Sunitra Pawar writes to CM Fadnavis, demands a CBI probe into Ajit Pawar plane crash. Indian Air Force battling wildfires at two fronts, conducting aerial firefighting missions in Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland. US deploys 50-plus fighter jets, including F-22s, F-35s, F-16s to Middle East as part of its build-up of air and naval assets near Iran. Well, viewers, let's begin this bulletin with our first top story. Now, are careless social media videos turning into a concern for public safety? Following several documented incidents connected to filming for views, viral content culture is coming under increased scrutiny for anything from risky stunts to attention-grabbing hazards. Now, is this a structural issue driven by platform monetization and digital validation? Or is it simply young people's impulsiveness magnified by algorithms? Who is in charge? Platforms, creators, authorities, or society as a whole? Editor-in-Chief of Republic Media Network, Arnab Goswami, sits in an emotional interview with Ina Khan, the mother of Sahil Dhaneshra, who was killed by an overspeeding Scorpio driven by a minor. The mother expresses her grief without any filters and exposed how the real epidemic took her only child away from her. Take a look.
I don't know what to ask you, Ina. Miss Makkan, I don't know what to ask you. I just feel so many things have gone wrong in our country. I feel guilty interviewing you, Miss Makkan. मुझे आपसे सवाल करते ही मुझे मेरा दिल दुख रहा है. मैं पता नहीं है क्या पूछूं. सिर्फ आपको पूछना चाहता हूं कि आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं लोगों को जो ये प्रोग्राम देख रहे हैं. मैंने कहा ये रियल मर्डर है. ये कोई एक्सीडेंट नहीं है. आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
Yes.
Would you like something to say, Miss Makkan?
It should be banned immediately. It should be banned. Kids have gone mad. Children have gone mad. Becoming viral and all this nonsense going on. Parents have no control because of all this nonsense on their children. parents are helpless. They have no control on the children because of these kind of platforms you're talking about. These are actually murders. These are actually murders. My entire world finished in 1 second. In just 1 second, without any mistake. My son was driving perfect. He was driving slow. He was in his lane. Without any mistake, he is gone. He is killed. He is killed. Without any mistake, he is killed.
Ms. Makkan,
Being right also, we can't survive. Then where to go? Where to go?
Ms. Makkan, these two brother-sister driving the Scorpio, there is a clear visual of them, clear video of them, just before the accident happens with Sahil.
Yes.
Where there is a phone in front, I can show the visual.
Yes.
Clearly that phone is making a reel. Now, they can't deny that they were making a reel. Nobody puts the mobile phone on in this shot, which means you're driving rashly, and the more rash you drive, you will make a dangerous reel, and that dangerous reel will get a lot of likes. So, मुझे तो दिख रहा है कि ये reel बनाई जा रही है.
Yes.
ये likes के लिए कोई rash driving है.
अदुर निर्भय मुंबई मुंबई.
All right, these are the visuals coming from the International Fleet Review that is happening right now in Visakhapatnam. This is President Draupadi Murmu. All right, Ishan is also live with us from that location, from Visakhapatnam. Ishan, if you can describe the visuals right now, what is happening in this Fleet Review? Ishan, over to you.
Absolutely, these visuals are spectacular. We are seeing ships of all classes and all types from across nations come together for one of the biggest fleet reviews and maritime operations in this region. Now there are approximately 56 ships that are participating, 35 Indian ships and 90 or 18 Indian have participated. There is representation from over 71 naval countries the world to have come here and participate. These participation from friendly foreign navies at India saw the lead us by, that is INS the indigenously built aircraft carrier, one of the largest ships to have been built in India, displacing around 60,000 tons, having a capability to have.
On your right, the next vessel is Indian Coast Guard ship Samudra Pratap, a pollution control vessel commanded by DIG Ashok Kumar Bhama. She is flying the flag of Director General Parmesh Shivamani, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, President's Tatrakshak Medal, the Director General of the Indian Coast Guard.
Its eastern seaboard. That reviewed by Honorable President. To the next.
On your left-hand side is Bangladesh naval ship Samudra Avijan. She's commanded by Captain Muhammad Mushfiqur Rahman, a Hamilton-class high-endurance ship that joined the Bangladesh Navy in March 2016. She has significantly enhanced Bangladesh's blue water capabilities.
बंगाल की खाड़ी में तैनात यह जहाज केवल एक युद्धपोत ही नहीं, बल्कि दो राष्ट्रों की गहरी दोस्ती और भरोसे की पहचान है.
The next ship on your right is Indian naval ship Rana, pennant number Delta 52. The oldest destroyer of the Indian Navy is commanded by Captain K.P. Srishan. Designed for multi-dimensional warfare, Rana is equipped to conduct operations in all three domains, providing potent offensive and defensive capability.
राणा का ध्येय वाक्य है बढ़ते जाना राणा राणा.
All right, viewers, we're getting a big breaking news right now. At this moment, this is a controversy around Galgotias University. Galgotias University has been asked to vacate the AI Summit Expo immediately. This is the latest we are fetching as per the government sources. Now, Galgotias are under fire for displaying a Chinese robo-dog as its own at the AI Summit. Now, massive controversy around Galgotias University. As per government sources, Galgotias have been asked to immediately vacate the AI Summit. Now, controversy over university showcasing a Chinese robot. Now, Galgotias under fire for showcasing Chinese robot at the AI Summit. They were claiming that it is their AI, it is their robo-dog, and this was a Chinese robo-dog, which they were claiming to be as of their own in that AI Summit. Now they are under fire. They are getting a lot of criticism over the display of the Chinese dog. They were showcasing a Chinese-made robotic dog, and they were claiming it to be at their own at the India AI Impact Summit in Delhi. Big development here. Galgotia University is facing a lot of criticism, is under fire because of this, is facing a massive, also facing an online uproar over claims that they have developed this, and actually it was a Chinese robot. It was a Chinese-made robo-dog, and it was claiming the robo-dog to be of its own, and they have been asked to vacate the AI Summit immediately, with immediate effect, as per the government sources that we are fetching right now at this moment. Big development here. Galgotias have been asked to vacate AI Summit Expo immediately. They have been asked to vacate its stall at the AI Summit Expo immediately, as per sources, amidst a controversy over the display of a robotic dog that raised questions about the origin and ownership of the technology that was being showcased. Now, controversy has erupted after Galgotias University faced online backlash for showcasing a robotic dog labeled Orion at the AI Summit Expo that critics said was actually a Chinese-made robot. All right, we have Rakshita joining us live. Now, we are also showing what's the name of this robot. It's Unitree. It is a Chinese robot that they were displaying. Rakshita is joining us live from Bharat Mandapam, from the location. Rakshita, what are the latest details we are fetching? Galgotias University was displaying a Chinese robot and claiming it to be of their own. What details, Rakshita? Over to you.
Yes, as you quite rightly mentioned, that the robot in question is the Unitree Go 2. It's a commercially available model that is claimed to be now from a Chinese robotic company, that is Unitree. So it was named so, and it is being sold in India for lakhs and lakhs of rupees. That is from 2 to 3 lakh rupees is what we understand as per reports. Talking about what Galgotia University is saying, as per sources, we were just breaking the news that it has been asked to vacate the expo, to vacate from the venue here at the Bharat Mandapam. Now, if you what I have been interacting with people, what I've gathered from ground is that the professors are right now denying about the fact that they had made some claim. They are saying that there is some misinterpretation that has happened as far as the robot and the claims are concerned. They say that the robot was just for a demonstration. That particular robot that was on display for the demo, so that was used just for demo. At least that is one of the professor is saying. Professor called Neha, who was there in that video. If I could just quote her, in fact, there were the Galgotia University's Dr. Srivastav also say that we never claimed that we had in fact manufactured the robo-dog. So now they are denying that Galgotias University never claimed that it was them who have manufactured it, and that it is a part of their investment. It is part of AI investment, and it has just gotten misinterpreted. So that is the side as far as Galgotia University is concerned. There are so many demonstrations that are happening right now. There are thousands of such demonstrations happening, and they're all going viral. There are immense traction here, Shivam. And what has happened is that this, of course, caught the attention of many. in China. Also, of course, there is international media from hundreds of countries also. So they've been covering that too. And thereafter, this claim was made by the Chinese company that it is ours. Now, Galgotia University says that it was just a robot used for demonstration and it's our AI investment. We are part of the investment. We never said that we have manufactured the RoboDog.
Definitely, Rakshita, it is a place, the summit is a place for innovation, not imitation. Now, what they have done, it's very shameful. It's very shameful what has been done by the Galgotias University. And the claim, the clarification also that they are giving is not sufficient, that they just bought a Chinese robot. Now, they are facing a severe backlash online also. Any details of that also?
Yes, in fact, social media users have pointed this out, about the video of that RoboDog that was being circulated on social media. Many of the users, many of the netizens have pointed out that this is the machine. They identified the machine, in fact, saying that it has been imported. It's an imported unitary mechanism, unitary go-to, and they accused Galgotias of, in fact, passing it off as something that was made here. And in fact, there is another professor that had claimed in a video that this was made at their center of excellence, and henceforth it grabbed a lot of attention and it raised many questions, and that now they are being accused of passing off a foreign innovation as an Indian creation, as Indian invention, and that is something that has been now at least exposed if you go by the claims of the social media users as well.
Rakshita, have they left the pavilion? Have they left Bharat Mandapam? What are the latest details you are fetching? Have Galgotia universities, have everybody from that university left the pavilion, Rakshita?
Before a while back, what we gathered was that they were still there. But now when the government, as per sources, of course, is not officially on record, but the government, as per sources, has asked them to move out of the venue so as to, keep a check of what really has happened and to save embarrassment if the reports are right, because it's gaining a lot of media attention. And what we are getting to know now, the representatives, the professors from the university, they are now making different claims. The key word for them is their argument's key word is that it was all a misinterpretation. So the misinterpretation is their argument, their counter to the questions that are now being raised. What we understand, they were still here, many of them, they were here a while back at least, that to clarify their position, to at least put out their side, what they are claiming. There are different claims that have been made, and there are, of course, the contradictions, as we were just discussing, which the social media users have also pointed out. Now they are trying to say that we did not say that it is made at our, made by us or made here. It's just an AI investment. So yes, they have given some reactions. We will, of course, try and take a look if we can go out there after this. If we can go out there and try to reach out and speak to them straight, that what really has been the claims and what has the government, or the government, anybody has asked them to actually leave, and on what basis?
Definitely, Rakshita, the main reason of the controversy was also a viral video in which they were claiming that this was developed, that this particular robot was developed in their center of excellence. So that was the trigger point, that was the flashpoint, and hence the uproar on the social media. As you can see, it is clearly a Chinese robot, and their statements have come later. So did they make a statement of such a kind before? As the viral video claims, any clarification on that also? Their comments are coming after that. The video went viral on social media that this has been developed in the Center of Excellence of Galgotia University, Rakshita.
Out, on social media, Shivam, let me just read out what Galgotia University has posted on X, because there are claims that are being made, about this misinterpretation, as they're calling it. Now, Galgotia University, if you go to the official handle on X, they say that we would like to clearly state that robotic programming is part of our endeavor to make students learn AI programming and develop and deploy real-world skills using globally available tools and resources. Our university vision is focused on student learning. Spreading negativity. Now they're saying that this is negativity being spread against them. You're saying that spreading negativity can harm the morale of the students who are working hard to innovate, learn. Now, you can see in this press release, they have not really still cleared the air. They have just in one line, in the one of the ending lines, the concluding line, they've just said that this is spreading negativity. They're trying to play up to the angle of how students, this is being done for students and them learning about AI, being exposed to innovation and upskilling. That has been the key word of this AI Impact Summit. But they are, if you talk about the press release, their side, they are still not clarifying their statement on paper about the claims that were made by the professors and how they were in fact representing it, which now they call is misrepresentation. So there is still not, there's no clarity, in black and white. But yes, some of the professors have said that this was just misinterpretation.
All right, definitely. Thanks a lot, Rakshita. We'll follow up this story and ask for details from the Galgotia University also. We want a clarification on why a Chinese robot was in display in an India Impact Summit that was being conducted in Bharat Mandapam. Let's move ahead for another top story. Concerns over the health of former Pakistan Prime Minister, that is Imran Khan, are intensifying, triggering fresh protests by his supporters. Now, the Insaf Youth Wing in central Punjab's Gujarat district staged demonstrations alleging inadequate medical care during his imprisonment. Imran Khan's sister Noreen Niazi comes forth and speaks as well. She claims Imran Khan is Pakistan's identity in the world and that they are playing with his life. Watch this report.
Former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan's health concerns are escalating. Workers of the Insaf Youth Wing gathered on the Gujarat-Lahore road. They raised slogans over what they described as deteriorating health conditions of Imran Khan. Protesters expressed anger over his continued imprisonment and alleged lack of proper medical facilities. Imran Khan, founder of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Party, has been in jail following multiple legal cases filed against him after his removal from office in 2022. Since his incarnation, his party has repeatedly claimed that he is being denied adequate medical care and access to family members and legal counsel. According to protesters, meetings with his sisters, lawyers and party leaders were allegedly restricted. The demonstrators demanded that Khan be provided basic human and medical rights and called for transparent medical treatment. Amid rising tensions, Khan's sister, Noreen Niazi, came forward with strong allegations, questioning the authorities over his treatment and transfer to a medical facility without informing the family.
कि ये जो आज हो रहा है, ये बड़े कुछ महीनों से बड़ी सिस्टमेटिकली ये यहाँ तक पहुँचे। इन्होंने बड़ी पहले से कोई प्लानिंग की हुई थी। इन्होंने पहले हमारी मुलाकातें एक एक करके बंद कराई। पहले अलीमा खानम को छोड़ा कि जी कह दी जा सकती। वकीलों का इन्होंने बंद किया, उनके पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के लोगों का बंद किया। मुझे अफसोस है कि हमें चाहिए था, हम तभी से वहाँ पे ऐसा धरना देते कि हम कभी उठते ही ना। ये मुजरिम लोग हैं, ये इन्होंने जुर्म करने वाले हैं। इनकी जुर्रत कैसे हुई थी जब ये इमरान खान को पिम्स रात के अंधेरे में लेकर गए बगैर फैमिली को बताए? ये वो लोग हैं जिन्होंने पिम्स की शक्ल भी नहीं देखी। इमरान खान वो वाहिद पाकिस्तानी है जो पाकिस्तान की पहचान है। इनको तो कोई जानता भी नहीं है। आप जाके पूछें कि ये कौन लोग हैं, दुनिया में इनकी पहचान नहीं है। इमरान खान की जिंदगी का ये सोचे भी ना। इस वक्त अगर इन्होंने इस वक्त इमरान खान का ना सामने लेकर आए, हॉस्पिटल में ना लेकर गए, आप सोचें इनका ख्याल है हम आराम से बैठेंगे? हमारी जो अस्पताल में जाएंगे, हम साथ जाएंगे। इनके पूरे खानदान जाते थे। आप जेल इंतजामिया से पूछे जाके ये कैसे जेलें काटी इन्होंने।
The protest highlights the deepening political divide in Pakistan as supporters continue to rally behind the former Prime Minister, demanding transparency and improved medical care. Authorities have yet to issue a detailed response to the latest allegations, even as tensions surrounding Imran Khan's health and imprisonment continue to mount.
Indian Navy is conducting International Fleet Review 2026 in Visakhapatnam. 70 countries participating in maritime event which is happening right now. Coming up.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो तुम्हारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा।
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not...
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा। ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
Himanto Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you?
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is not going to lose a single vote because whomever the vote, the section of people who vote for Gaurav Gogoi or Rahul Gandhi in Assam, in any case they will vote only Congress. From that press conference, neither I will gain one vote, neither I will lose one vote.
But you have said some amazing things.
Yes.
You said that you think that Gaurav Gogoi visited Pakistan on an invitation from the ISI. You have said he has gone there for specific training.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front and he said we've taken a clear decision not to play cricket with India because we are backing Bangladesh. Listen to what Shehbaz Sharif said.
T20 World Cup जो है उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह स्टैंड लिया है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के ख़िलाफ़ जो मैच है वो हम नहीं खेलेंगे क्योंकि पाकिस्तान ने कहा कि ये खेल का मैदान है, ये सियासत नहीं है। खेल के मैदान में सियासत बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए। हमने
Why the leader of opposition is not allowed to speak? Why don't? No, have you? I would like to know. Have you asked them? The government has given you questions to ask.
No, this not.
Then it's fine. I'll answer them all.
Speaker is saying that yesterday what happened was disgraceful and shameful. What is your response?
What happened?
The way women MPs were in front of the Treasury bench and tried.
So, what nonsense is this?
Ms. Gandhi, Parliament will be stalled every day. Ms. Gandhi, Parliament will be stalled every day like this. Will the Parliament will be stalled every day like this? Will the Parliament be stalled every day like this?
क्या
3 ZRO इंजीनियर को सस्पेंड करने से हो जाएगा क्या?
दिस इज मर्डर। ये गैर इरादतन हत्या का मामला इसमें होना चाहिए कि नहीं सर आपकी नज़र में?
सर क्या उन पुलिस वालों पर भी कार्रवाई होगी जिन्होंने शिकायत दर्ज करने से इनकार कर दिया? सर क्या किसी तरीके की कार्रवाई पार्षद पर भी की जाएगी? सर जनता के सवालों का जवाब दीजिए सर।
करेंगे ले थोड़ा इधर हो साइड में हो।
सर लोगों की जान जा रही है सर, खामोश। सर आप अभी भी खामोश हैं।
साइड होने।
सर मीडिया को धक्का देने से क्या होगा सर? जवाब जनता का जवाब दीजिए।
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Thank you for joining us on the live report. It's 12 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. Here are the headlines this afternoon on the show. Controversy over Galgotias University, showcasing a Chinese robot at the AI Impact Summit. Sources say that they've been asked to vacate the expo. Anil Ambani summoned by the Enforcement Directorate for questioning in the 40,000 crore scam. Will he appear? Will he be arrested? Ajit Pawar's wife seeks CBI investigation into the crash in Baramati. Rohit Pawar, Ajit Pawar's nephew, holds another news conference and claims that there is a political link that is being hidden, and that is why there is no action against VSR. Sources say Imran Khan could be moved to a hospital soon. And war of words between America and Iran as Iran's supreme leader taunts America, saying weapons and missiles from Iran are ready to strike American warships even as US moves 2 carriers and almost 50 fighter jets towards Iran. There's a political controversy in Telangana as the government there under Revant Reddy issues notification of a special shift for Muslim employees ahead of Ramadan. Ladies and gentlemen, the story of the AI India Impact Summit. In fact, the summit is a great advertisement for India, but there have been some controversies on the sideline. The Galgotias University, and this is one controversy that has come to light, where the Galgotias University, which had a stall at the AI Impact Summit, they have been accused of presenting Chinese robot as innovation. And there is a video, in fact, there is a video that we will also play out. The video where they tried to showcase a Chinese robot and claimed that a Chinese robot was part of the innovation on campus. And following that innovation and following that claim at the AI Impact Summit, even Chinese handles started tweeting how the Orion, the Unitree robot, it's manufactured by a company called Unitree and available for about $2,800 online. And this controversy playing out at the AI Impact Summit, and we are hearing that Galgotias University has been asked to vacate the expo. Now, that is what we are hearing. Now, I'd like to play out the clip of, the claim that went viral and the controversy as it stands. Here's what happened. I want to go across to Rakshita. Rakshita is joining us live. She's at the AI Impact Summit. A lot of fantastic innovation, the India story there at the AI Impact Summit, but this was completely unnecessary, Rakshita. This was not needed. This was avoidable. I don't know why they would showcase, why would anybody showcase a Chinese robot at the AI Impact Summit?
Well, we are right now, in fact, reporting from the Galgotias University Pavilion. And what we understand is that it is still very much here. They have not vacated this pavilion as of now. We were talking to some of the students here. The professor right now in question, who has been, in fact, making that claims, and now the U-turn also. We will try and speak to her also, because there's a lot of, right now, media over there, and there's global media also, global media attention also on this story. But the pavilion is still functioning. What we know, the others here are tight-lipped about it. They're saying that we do not have any, we are not even aware of any such communication from the government. We will try and establish contact with the university professor as to what really happened now. As you mentioned that, yes, there was social media users that have pointed out that this is actually a Chinese robot. And now what we understand from the Galgotias University, they're saying that this was just for the demonstration, and now we have corrected it to acquired from Unitree. And this was for a demo, and it was just an AI. It was our investment. It was a part of our AI investment, not our innovation. We never claimed that it was innovated, but earlier they had claimed, the Galgotias University had claimed that it was created, it was manufactured at their center of excellence. So yes, that is why they are being now called out on social media by the company itself, that they have made false claims. They have tried to pass on an important foreign model, a foreign robot as a made in India one.
Okay, let me see if I have that clip. There is a clip. In fact, it all started with an interview online. I think it was to the public broadcaster, to Doordarshan, where the claim was made that it is an innovation on campus. They claimed it is an innovation, and this robot is at our campus. If I have that clip, I'll play that clip that's gone viral. First up.
या रोबोटिक कुत्ता का है हिंदी में, लेकिन ये थोड़ा अलग है, हटके है. आजकल हम देख पाते हैं क्रिकेट स्टेडियम में ऐसा चल रहा है, लेकिन ये थोड़ा हटके है. नमस्कार. ये ओरायन जो है
बिल्कुल हटके है. ओरायन इज द न्यू आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस फेस. इट इज अ रोबो डॉग. और जैसा कि आप देख सकते हैं, ये बहुत सारे शेप्स और साइजेस में अपने आप को तब्दील कर सकता है. और इसके अंदर जो बैटरीज हैं वो 8 घंटे तक ऑपरेशनल होती है. छोटे मोटे टास्क करता है, ये सर्विलेंस करता है, मॉनिटरिंग करता है, अनएक्सेसिबल जगहों पर जाकर के उनकी पिक्चर्स कैप्चर कर सकता है. और हमारी पूरी कैंपस में ये घूमता रहता है. बच्चों को बहुत एंटरटेन करता है.
बच्चों को एंटरटेन करता है. अच्छा, एजुकेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है, और एआई समिट में है रोबोटिक डॉग या रोबोटिक कुत्ता का है हिंदी में, लेकिन ये थोड़ा अलग है, हटके है. आजकल हम देख पाते हैं क्रिकेट स्टेडियम में ऐसा चल रहा है, लेकिन ये थोड़ा हटके है. और इसके बारे में हम आपको ज्यादा बताएंगे. इस वक्त प्रोफेसर नेहा सिंह मेरे साथ मौजूद है, जो बात करेगी. प्रोफेसर नेहा,
हेलो, नमस्कार.
नमस्कार. ये ओरायन जो है
बिल्कुल हटके है. ओरायन इज द न्यू आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस फेस. इट इज अ रोबो डॉग. और जैसा कि आप देख सकते हैं, ये बहुत सारे शेप्स और साइजेस में अपने आप को तब्दील कर सकता है. और इसके अंदर जो बैटरीज हैं वो 8 घंटे तक ऑपरेशनल होती है. छोटे मोटे टास्क करता है, ये सर्विलेंस करता है, मॉनिटरिंग करता है, अनएक्सेसिबल जगहों पर जाकर के उनकी पिक्चर्स कैप्चर कर सकता है. और हमारी पूरी कैंपस में ये घूमता रहता है. बच्चों को बहुत एंटरटेन करता है.
बच्चों को एंटरटेन करता है. अच्छा, एजुकेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है, और एआई समिट में है.
Okay, so that was a controversy. I'll try and go across to Rakshita. That robot that you see there, was showcased at the Galgotias University stall. And you can see on the right of your screen, there is the robot available online for $2,800. $2,800, manufactured by a company called Unitree, which is a Chinese firm. And a Chinese social media handle flagged that and claimed that this was manufactured by China and not India. The AI Impact Summit is an event to showcase India's AI might. So in that sense, it was perhaps wrong to showcase it at the AI Impact Summit is the question being asked. Rakshita is still there. Rakshita, what we are also doing here on Republic is we're cutting to a lot of keynotes, a lot of key innovation is also being showcased, but this is an unnecessary controversy. But that apart, what is the situation there? What are they telling you? Have you tried speaking to any of them?
Yeah, we are trying to get a reaction from one of the professors, as Ms. Neha, who is a professor from Galgotias University. And what we are gathering, what we are listening, is that they are saying that we never made those claims as it's being reported. And they also say that we have not been asked to vacate from this area, from the venue yet. We have not been, in fact, we were trying to look for that robot. It's nowhere to be seen, but they are saying it's very much safe and sound where it should be now. We do not know what it really means when they say where it should be, but yes, it is. We are in fact. We'll be trying to question the representatives, the professors, as there have been many clips that have been going viral. Ma'am,
we've been standing here.
We are live. We are live. Okay, I have with me Professor Neha from the Galgotias University. Ma'am,
you have to give me an intimation.
Okay. I'm from Republic TV.
Maybe I'm not looking proper. Maybe I need to settle something.
No, ma'am, this is a very serious issue. That is why we could not wait, ma'am. So, Miss Neha, if you could just explain, have you been asked to vacate this area?
Ma'am, I think we have better questions to take up. How the things which were not intended to came across, how the things were misinterpreted, how the students' work which was supposed to be showcased in this summit is taken into clarifying controversy. So these are more important questions that we should be answering. But what you're asking, we have no such directives.
No, the question is that everybody is raising the question, and it's about the reputation of a summit that is being the first one in South Asia, ma'am. The claims that have been made about this robotic dog, this robot being manufactured at the center of excellence. That was the claim made, ma'am. And
was the claim made that it has been manufactured at the centers of excellence? No.
What do you mean? So what are you saying right now?
I am saying that Galgotias University has done a major investment in artificial intelligence only to expose our students with cutting-edge technologies from across the globe. This was a part of the investment for the students to study the engineering, to do the R&D, to do the anatomy and develop something further on it and build something from the scratch which has better features, which has better version and which can contribute to Viksit Bharat. Now that did not come across very eloquently, that was not interpreted in the most sane ways, and that is how it took the internet by storm for all the wrong reasons.
Don't you feel that the name Unitary should have been mentioned earlier so as to avoid this control?
Ma'am had given. Ma'am has also given an interview yesterday. To BBC.
Yes.
Your name?
I'm Dr. Aishwarya.
Yes.
Yesterday only BBC covered my bite, and there I had clearly mentioned that we have procured the same, and it is an O2 model. O2 air model, and Unitary has manufactured it. We never claimed we have manufactured it. We have only said that it is a part of the 370 crores that we are investing in the direction of AI, and it is for the upskilling and experiential learning for our students.
Exactly.
All the R&D is being done, and with the help of our Center of Excellences, we are trying to develop more advanced, our own versions, our own prototypes of the same.
You feel that this could have been avoided?
Ma'am, we really regret
the controversy.
You're claiming this is a misinterpretation.
No, what could have been avoided? The controversy, was it created by us? So we really not in a position to say.
Who are you blaming?
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm only regretting the fact that the time and the energy which should have been used for showcasing the work of the students is now being used for something which is very transient, which is here today, will not be here tomorrow.
Will you still showcase the robot?
I will showcase the robot as a part of AI investment.
Is it not here anymore?
It is not here anymore. It has gone back to the lab for the students to continue with their work they have been doing, and also for your attention to be taken to the other relevant stuffs.
Thank you so much, Ms. Neha and Ms. Dr. Srivastava, for joining us on Republic TV. So that is the clarification that has been now put out, that we never made those claims. It is something that has been created, and it is unfortunate. And we had, in fact, called that this is an AI investment for the students.
Okay. Okay, thank you for joining us. With those inputs, Rakshita's at the Bharat Mandapam, at that stall, at that expo, where the Chinese robot was showcased. Okay, we'll move on now. There are a lot of good speeches coming in, of good innovation at the AI Impact Summit. We'll be cutting across to that in the course of the day. Moving on, the Enforcement Directorate, and this is another top headline that we are watching out for, will Anil Ambani appear? The Enforcement Directorate is investigating Anil Ambani. Assets over 10,000 crore rupees have already been attached of Anil Ambani. These are financial irregularities that are being investigated against Anil Ambani, his wife Tina Ambani. His son was also summoned earlier. Tina Ambani was issued a second summons in the money laundering case, which was linked to an alleged 8.3 million New York luxury condominium sale, which the ED has described as fraudulent. Yes. And Anil Ambani has been asked to appear before the agency today in connection with the 40,000 crore bank fraud case. So we have our cameras stationed there. We are trying to see whether Anil Ambani appears. His wife skipped the summons yesterday. And all eyes will be on whether he appears today. We'll go across to Shambhavi. Shambhavi is joining us live. Before we do that, let's also tell you that assets, we are told as of this minute, over 12,000 crore of assets have been attached. And Supreme Court has directed the ED and the CBI to act fairly and swiftly. In fact, the Supreme Court also asked why Anil Ambani was not arrested yet. Shravan is joining us with the details. Shravan, nobody has seen Anil Ambani for the last few months. Where is Anil Ambani? His wife skipped the summons. Will he appear today?
Well, in fact, there is no communication that has come in from Anil Ambani as yet. This is the third summon that has been sent to the industrialist, but so far, remember, he hasn't responded to at least two such summons. This comes after an SIT has been formed, which basically includes the Enforcement Directorate as well as CBI officers. In fact, a status report is likely to be submitted. The information that we have just received from our sources is this, that in the status report that has now been prepared, which is going to be submitted before the Supreme Court, they're essentially making a mention of the fact that there hasn't been much cooperation coming in from the industrialist, barring the fact that he has only made one appearance. There is no clarity that is come in with regards to a recent FEMA charge that has been slapped against Anil Ambani and Anil Ambani linked companies, and that is the reason why the Enforcement Directorate is saying that they are essentially going to wait till the end of the day before a final take is on this entire matter as to whether at all fresh summons would be issued or whether they move the court for a non-bailable warrant.
Watching out for that. Thank you for joining us with those inputs from the newsroom, Shravan. Let's move on to the next story. Anil Ambani, will he appear? Our focus is on that. Moving on, Rohit Pawar. The family of Ajit Pawar has been making very, very explosive claims on what happened on that day when the plane carrying him crashed in Baramati. Yesterday, the wife of Ajit Pawar met Devendra Fadnavis and submitted a letter asking for a CBI investigation. And this morning, there was another news conference that was conducted by Rohit Pawar, the nephew of Ajit Pawar, raising more question on the company that operated the jet and raising more questions on the political links, the alleged political links of this company which is being investigated. The company is called VSR. I'll go across to Revati. Revati is joining us from Mumbai. Revati was at that news conference. And we will go across in just a few seconds. VSR Aviation is under scrutiny now. That is the company that operated the Learjet. And secondly, let's also tell you that this company has been under the scanner. And they tried to say that the jets that were procured were as per the norms. There was one of the questions raised by Rohit Pawar was on the procurement of the jets itself. And there were several questions that were asked. And the family of Ajit Pawar is asking questions. Even on the black box, which we are hearing, have been damaged. The agency investigating the crash, which is the AAIB, put out a press note yesterday claiming that it is damaged. and that it is being sent for a technical evaluation. Rohit Pawar this morning asked questions on whether the aviation company was flying their planes beyond the time limits, whether FDTL norms were being followed. Revati is joining us live. She was there. What are the new questions, Revati, that have been raised today? There was another news conference held today. What were the questions raised today?
Right, so Rohit Pawar has once again come up with other set of questions that he has been constantly asking regarding his uncle's accident. He mainly mentioned about whether it is a sabotage or actually an accident. He has been constantly mentioning about the changes, last-minute changes that were done, whether it is about the pilot or other things. Also, he mentioned that why an action is not being taken against VSR company, and moreover, the most important thing he mentioned in today's press conference is that the Learjet, the flight in which Deputy CM Ajit Pawar was flying in, it was around 10 crore rupees. The cost of that aircraft was 10 crore rupees, but the insurance of that very aircraft is 200 crore rupees. Why is the question which is raised by Rohit Pawar right now. Also, he has been constantly mentioning about the connections which VSR holds with the people in power. He also says that there are many names I can take off. He can also mention about the shareholders of VSR company, and he has also mentioned that deliberately there has been delay in submitting the report. He says that the report was expected in 2 days, but now it has been more than 20 days. No report is being filed as of now. He is constantly, not only he, but Ajit Pawar's wife, Sunetra Pawar, is also demanding that a CBI investigation shall be done in this particular matter, or else the reports can be changed, is what Rohit Pawar is saying. So as of now, he has also come up with a new set of questions, new evidences. He has been constantly demanding CBI investigation in this particular matter. Now it will be important to see whether the government takes this presentation, these evidences seriously, and really an CBI investigation will be done in this matter or no. Over to you.
Thank you for joining us with those details. In fact, that news conference was held this afternoon. The meeting took place yesterday. So one last question before I let you go. Does this mean that even the wife has questions? She's asking for a CBI probe, but does this mean that the wife also has questions about the crash?
Right. Yesterday on Republic, we did show that Sunetra Pawar, who is now the DCM of Maharashtra, she has also given a letter to the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, asking that a CBI investigation shall be done in this matter. Also, the CM Devendra Fadnavis has assured that he will be writing a letter in this matter to Home Minister Amit Shah. So now all eyes are on CM Devendra Fadnavis and the letter which will be sent to Home Minister Amit Shah.
Joining us with those inputs, Revati was at that news conference there. Now, as far as the crash is concerned, there are no answers yet. AAIB, probing the crash under DGCA, says the recorders have been damaged. Keeping a track on that story. Moving on now, there's been a development this morning where America has deployed over 50 fighter jets, including F-22s, F-35s, F-16s to the Middle East, towards Iran. Now, the United States military has moved over 50 jets in the last 24 hours. So there appears to be a build-up, and it's part of a build-up of air and naval assets near Iran, because 2 aircraft carriers have already moved towards Iran. And that's a tweet, by the way, that was put out by the Iranian Supreme Leader Khomeini, who said that his weapons, the Iranian missiles, were ready to strike Donald Trump's aircraft carriers. USS Gerald Ford on the coffin, the picture of the coffin that was put out by the Iranian Supreme Leader as the build-up continues. And the build-up has been on for the last few weeks. 50-plus jets, F-16s, F-35s, and all of this build-up has happened in the last 24 hours. And specifically on the issue of missiles, let's show the pictures of the aircraft carriers. The aircraft carriers have been sent. USS Abraham Lincoln, USS Gerald Ford, and all of them have been moved to the Middle East. So roughly about 100 warships, 2 aircraft carriers, and 50 fighter jets have moved towards Iran as of this minute. And these have moved towards bases in Europe and the Middle East, according to data that we have picked up. Okay, we'll take a short break. We're keeping a close track on the situation, on that build-up. We'll take a short break now. Take a break. Back with the headlines on the other side. Stay tuned.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, राजा और प्योर मसाला।
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
Himanta Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you?
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is not going to lose a single vote because whomever the vote, the section of people who vote for Gaurav Gogoi or Rahul Gandhi in Assam, in any case they will vote only Congress. From that press conference, neither I will gain one vote, neither I will lose one vote.
But you have said some amazing things.
Yes.
You said that you think that Gaurav Gogoi visited Pakistan on an invitation from the ISI. You have said he has gone there for specific training, and some specific training was given to him in Pakistan.
Arnab,
these are national security allegations,
yes,
sir.
Yes. Arnab,
Leader of opposition is not allowed to speak. Why don't? No, have you?
issue,
I would like to know. Have you asked them? The government has given you questions to ask.
No, that's not.
Then it's fine. I'll answer them all.
Speaker is saying that yesterday what happened was disgraceful and shameful. What is your response?
What happened?
The way women MPs were in front of the treasury bench and tried.
So, what nonsense is this?
Miss Gandhi, Parliament will be stalled every day. Miss Gandhi, Parliament will be stalled every day like this. Will the Parliament will be stalled every day like this? Will the Parliament be stalled every day like this?
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
MDH।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front, and he said we've taken a clear decision not to play cricket with India because we are backing Bangladesh. Listen to what Shehbaz Sharif said.
T20 वर्ल्ड कप जो है उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह स्टैंड लिया है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के ख़िलाफ़ जो मैच है वो हम नहीं खेलेंगे, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान ने कहा कि ये खेल का मैदान है, ये सियासत नहीं है। खेल के मैदान में
You're watching Republic TV and I'm Riyanka Chaudhary. We are building our focus on all the developments coming in connection with Ajit Pawar's plane crash, and Rohit Pawar has raised fresh allegations of possible sabotage and flagged lapses in the investigation into the January 28 plane crash near Baramati that killed Ajit Pawar. We bring you the details, but first a quick check on the headlines. Galgotias storm. Government sources say authorities have asked Galgotias University to vacate its stall at the AI Impact Summit after allegations. Anil Ambani has been summoned for questioning today in connection with an investigation into his group entities, including Reliance Communication and Reliance Power Limited. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Sunetra Pawar writes to Chief Minister Fadnavis demanding CBI probe into Ajit Pawar plane crash. Imran Khan likely to be shifted to a hospital in coming days from further medical treatment. The development comes amid renewed concerns over his health while he remains incarcerated. JD Vance revealed that Iran inside is not accepting the conditions set by Donald Trump, saying Iran has not agreed to all the red lines laid down by Trump for a diplomatic solution. A decision by Telangana government to allow Muslim employees to leave offices an hour early during Ramadan has triggered a political debate. Breaking news coming in, viewers. A video of a Punjabi wedding held on 14th of February in Tarn, Punjab is rapidly going viral, in which the bride and groom were showered with currency notes. The video has both shocked and generated widespread discussion. Now, some NRIs from Australia and Canada were also present at the Punjabi wedding. They showered the bride and groom with Indian currency notes as well as dollars. The bride and groom were standing on the wedding stage and continuous shower of notes fell upon them. Now, the family members and relatives brought bags full of notes and showered them on them. Some people were even seen collecting and separating the notes. The DJ owner stated that approximately 3 lakh rupees were showered. There is a claim on social media platforms that crores of rupees were showered is false. Though the visuals also coming in of the grand Punjabi wedding where lakhs and lakhs of rupees were showered on the bride and groom. This is coming in from Taran, and these are the latest developments as this video is sending shockwaves and has become a part of discussion on the social media. Some people were seen collecting these notes, and the DJ owner has stated that approximately 3 lakh rupees were showered on the bride and groom. Apparently, bags and bags of notes were brought in by the family members. Lalit, my colleague, is joining us live for more on this. Lalit, help us with the details coming in as we understand, and through these visuals also, how it has caused a matter of discussion and shock as well, given so much money, lakhs and lakhs of money being showered on the bride and the groom during this extravagant Punjabi wedding.
A video got viral in which the people have claimed that around 8 crore rupees have been showered on the bride and the groom and the wedding, which took place on 14th February of this month. When we had a word with the family and with the DJ Nishant Kumar, he said that people have over-exaggerated the number of the money. If you talk about the money is roughly between 3 to 4 lakhs, as majority of the notes which has been showered on the groom and on the bride is of rupees 10. Apart from that, there are certain dollars also. But if we talk about the wedding, the family have a trucking business in Australia, and it was an NRI wedding. So as a custom also, the money is being showered on the bride and the groom. But it is over exaggerated that the amount seems to be between 8 crore for the views purpose. So the DJ Nishant, apart from that, the family has claimed that the number is between just 3 to 4 lakhs of the money which has been showered on the bride and the groom. And the
that coast, and we are getting these visuals as well. Give us all the developments.
Spectacular, and we saw participation of indigenously built aircraft carrier INS Vikrant. Apart from that, we also saw that there have been multiple participations from indigenously built ships such as INS Nistar, INS Vikrant. The indigenously built submarine also participated in this event. This event also saw participation of 18 warships from various nations. Now these 18 warships that had come from friendly foreign nations showcased during the event was a significant boost in the maritime diplomacy that India has been showcasing. Now, this particular event that we saw today happens to be the precursor event for the upcoming IONS and the conclave of chiefs and the Million exercise that will be taking place. The Million exercise is significant because this is the largest exercise that has taken place of such a type in this particular region. Now, the Million will also have a very significant participation from friendly foreign navies, including navies such as the United States, Belgian, and other navies also. Now we can also see that the IFR was significant because it showcased participation of over 70 ships, and after 70 ships it also showcased the various participation of multiple platforms that had not been displayed before. This is the first time that INS Vikrant participated in such an event, and now INS Vikrant is the indigenously built aircraft carrier with over 60% indigenous content. Now, all of this came on the eastern seaboard. The CNS, along with the Supreme Commander President Draupadi Murmu, took the salute from all these ships, and now they are departing towards the shore. We saw participation of multiple ships from the Coast Guard as well. Now, this entire event was such that it brought together multiple navies which do not normally see eye to eye, such as ships from the United States, Russia and Iran. Now, these ships are these ships you won't normally see them together because they came together when India called. Now, this entire event also showcased the Atmanirbhar campaign and the Mahasagar campaign that has been being run by our Prime Minister. Now, this Mahasagar campaign showcases cooperation amongst friendly foreign navies, and it also showcased multiple participation from fast attack aircraft. We also saw maneuvers from the MiG-29K aircraft, and we also saw a fly past of the Dornier and P-8I. Now, India already has 12 P-8I and is in the process of acquiring 6 more. The P-8I is a very potent aircraft, anti-submarine warfare capabilities with the capability of deploying sonar buoys and anti-submarine torpedoes. This is one of the most lethal aircraft in the Indian Navy's arsenal for anti-submarine operations. Apart from that, we also saw participation of multiple warships such as the INS Himgiri, Nilgiri, Udaygiri. Now, these are indigenously built stealth frigates with the capability of launching multiple BrahMos and other anti-ship and anti-ground missiles. Now, these entire event was focused on cooperation, coordination, and most importantly, naval diplomacy. The naval diplomacy is seldom talked about, but it plays a significant role in the foreign policy of a nation because it enhances the reach and capabilities of a nation's armed forces. India, slowly moving towards a blue water navy, has been inducting ships at a breakneck speed, and this was also showcased here with over 50 ships of Indian origin participating in this. The eastern seaboard came alive with these images, and we brought all this live to you from Visakhapatnam with camera person Anil, Ishanash for Republic TV. Back to you.
That's right, Ishan, this is the 13th fleet review after independence, and it is the 3rd international edition conducted in India, and we are getting in the live pictures from Visakhapatnam. And as you also spoke to us about how there are 7 countries participating in the show.
INS सुमेधा की जो कि आज के लिए प्रेसिडेंशियल यॉट थी, उस पर जाते समय माननीय राष्ट्रपति को 21 गन सैल्यूट तो जब कास्ट अवे हुआ तब मिला ही, उसके पहले में माननीय राष्ट्रपति वहां पर आई और उन्होंने 150 मेन गार्ड का भी एक तरीके से निरीक्षण किया। तो काफ़ी ग्रैंड स्केल पर हम कह सकते हैं कि ये जो फ्लीट रिव्यू हुआ है वो आज हुआ है, संपन्न हुआ है, काफ़ी भव्य स्केल पे संपन्न हुआ है। और जैसे सर पहले भी बता रहे थे कि 19 यहाँ पर वेसल्स आए हुए हैं और कई सारे अन्य देशों के रिप्रेजेंटेशन यहाँ पर हैं। तो ना सिर्फ वेसल्स की ओर से, ना सिर्फ वॉरशिप्स के एक तरीके से, बल्कि पार्टिसिपेशन भी यहाँ पर काफ़ी ज़्यादा मायने रखती हैं और जो ह्यूमन पार्टिसिपेशन है वो भी यहाँ पर हमने काफ़ी देखा है। यहाँ पर लगभग कह सकते हैं कि जो 70 देश हैं वो यहाँ पर पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं। साथ ही जिस तरीके से ये जब INS सुमेधा बाहर जा रही थी, पोर्ट से निकल रही थी सीज की तरफ में जहाँ पर फ्लीट हो रहा था, फ्लीट रिव्यू होने वाला था, हमने विशाखापट्टनम की भी काफ़ी सारी विशेषताएं देखी। और विशेषताओं में हमने पहले भी बात की कि रॉस हिल जो है वो अपने आप में एक अद्भुत एग्जाम्पल है इंक्लूसिविटी का। साथ ही हमने ये भी देखा कि हिंदुस्तान शिपयार्ड लिमिटेड है जो कई दशकों से भारतीय नौसेना के लिए या भारत के लिए एक इंडिजीनियस शिप बिल्डिंग का काम कर रहा है। और काफ़ी सारे अद्भुत यहाँ पर हम नज़ारे भी देख रहे थे। हमने जाते समय में यहाँ पर पोर्ट का भी नज़ारा देखा जहाँ पर जो मर्चेंट नेवी जो होते हैं, उनके कार्गोज होते हैं, वो सारे भी जो उतरते हैं, बंदरगाह कहते हैं हम वो सारे नज़ारे भी हमने यहाँ पर देखे। अब हम ये जो विजुअल्स हम आपको दिखा रहे हैं जेटी पे से, नेवल जेटी पे से, यहाँ पर हम रुके हुए हैं कि माननीय राष्ट्रपति डीबोर्ड होंगे। ऑन बोर्ड से जो INS सुमेधा है प्रेसिडेंशियल यॉट, वहाँ से उतरेंगी और वो एक बार फिर ये जो 150 मेन गार्ड हैं वहाँ से जाते हुए वेन्यू है जो नेवल जेटी है वहाँ से वो प्रस्थान करेंगी। तो जो तैयारियां होती है कि एक बार शिप लग जाए नेवल जेटी पर और उसका जो उतरने की व्यवस्था होती है वो सारा अभी हम देख रहे हैं कि वो यहाँ पर हो रहा है। लेकिन काफ़ी बड़ा यहाँ पर ये इवेंट रहा, लार्ज स्केल पर रहा। और 71 शिप्स की जब हम बात कर रहे हैं तो इसमें से काफ़ी सारे ऐसे शिप्स हैं जो कि भारत के जो इंडिजिनाइजेशन, आत्मनिर्भरता की जब हम बात कर रहे हैं उस पर काफ़ी एक बड़ा एग्जाम्पल सेट करते हुए उन्होंने अपने आप को प्रदर्शित किया है। इसमें से मुख्यतः अगर हम बात करें तो INS विक्रांत के बारे में आपने सुना ही किस तरीके से उसमें जो इंडिजिनाइजेशन का कंटेंट है वो काफ़ी बड़ा रहा है। विशाखापट्टनम सिटी की तो हम बात कर ही रहे हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पर फ्रंट लाइन डिस्प्ले में अगर हम बात करें तो सिग्निफिकेंटली यहाँ पर INS विशाखापट्टनम भी डिस्प्ले पे थी। और विशाखापट्टनम, INS विशाखापट्टनम जो है वो भी इंडिजिनाइजेशन यानी विशाखापट्टनम क्लास की जो शुरुआत हुई है उसमें इंडिजिनाइजेशन का एक तरीके से फ्लैग बेरर है। और यहाँ भी जो कंटेंट है इंडिजिनाइजेशन का वो काफ़ी बड़ा है। तो जहाँ पे हम बात करते थे कि हम शिप्स ले रहे हैं दूसरे देशों से, खरीदते थे, आज हम अपने शिप्स खुद घर पर बना रहे हैं। बिल्डर्स नेवी हम कहलाते हैं और हम सिर्फ बनाते नहीं हैं, हम बल्कि दूसरे फ्रेंडली नेशंस जो हैं उनको शिप्स देते भी हैं। दूसरे नेवीज जो हैं, दूसरे देश जो हैं वो शिप्स हमसे खरीदते भी हैं और हम फ्रेंडली तौर पर देते भी हैं। तो जो समय था जब हम शिप्स ले रहे थे, खरीद रहे थे, से आज की अगर हम बात करें तो आत्मनिर्भरता की ओर हम काफ़ी ज़्यादा बढ़े हैं। और बहुत जल्द जो ये इंडिजिनाइजेशन कंटेंट है, क्योंकि अभी हम देख रहे हैं ये 75-76% पर है, बहुत जल्द ये जो कंटेंट है, परसेंटेज है, वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा और हम प्राप्त कर पाएंगे, अचीव भी कर पाएंगे। और इसमें ना सिर्फ हम जो हल की बात कर रहे हैं, कील की बात कर रहे हैं, बल्कि हम टेक्नोलॉजी की भी बात कर रहे हैं, वो सारा भी भारत बहुत जल्द अपने आप में बना पाएगा और इस तरफ आत्मनिर्भरता की ओर हम अग्रसर हैं। अब आप देखें तो माननीय राष्ट्रपति INS सुमेधा से बाहर उतर रही हैं।
Ishan, if you can hear me, that brings to the conclusion of the review of the fleet by President Draupadi Murmu, and she graced the International Fleet Review, and it has marked a significant moment in India's maritime celebrations. It does send a very important message to our enemies.
Absolutely. The IFR has now come to a close. The president has disembarked from the presidential yacht and now is in the process of the concluding ceremonies. This is a significant moment in India's maritime history. It showcased participation of over 70 nations with delegations. It saw participation of 19 vessels from 18 different countries. It saw participation of multiple aircraft, multiple
witnessing
support vessels. It even saw participation from the Coast Guard, the INS Nistar, INS Jalashwa, and most importantly, it saw participation from India's largest aircraft carrier, INS Vikrant. Now, this aircraft carrier was built in India, manufactured in India, and has indigenous content of over 60%. Now, this entire procedure of moving all the way from a buyer navy to a builder navy has taken decades, and Indian Navy has always led the indigenization process. Now, this was also showcased very significantly with the participation of indigenously built ships, submarines, frigates, corvettes, you name it, and it was there. It also saw participation of the Dornier aircraft. Now, the Dornier aircraft is an indigenously built maritime surveillance and patrol aircraft.
Right. Ishan, appreciate you giving us those details. Let's take a report as well.
Today is a historic day, the third IFR being conducted in India. The first one in 2002, then in 12, now in 2026. This IFR is being conducted after a prolonged break of around 14 years. Behind me is INS Savitri. This will be trailing the presidential yacht. The president will be embarking on the presidential yacht, INS Sumedha, and will be doing the rounds. The INS Sumedha is being designated as a presidential yacht, and this is a ceremonial designation. This ceremonial designation is being provided to ensure that everything goes smoothly. Now, there are around 70 ships that are participating and 20 foreign ships from 19 different nations will be coming to Visakhapatnam to participate in this historic event. The most important ship that India is fielding is the INS Vikrant. Now, INS Vikrant is the aircraft carrier that has been designated and is fielding MiG-29K fighters aboard. There will be multiple events throughout the day, and we will be bringing all of them live to you from on board INS Savitri. INS Savitri will be trailing the presidential yacht, and we will be live from INS Savitri during the entire day. These ships, you won't normally see them together because they came together when India called. Now, this entire event also showcased the Atmanirbhar campaign and the Mahasagar campaign that has been being run by our Prime Minister. Now, this Mahasagar campaign showcases cooperation amongst friendly foreign navies, and it also showcased multiple participation from fast attack aircraft. We also saw maneuvers from the MiG-29K aircraft, and we also saw a fly past of the Dornier and P-8I. Now, India already has 12 P-8I and is in the process of acquiring 6 more. The P-8I is a very potent aircraft, anti-submarine warfare capabilities with the capability of deploying sonar buoys and anti-submarine. Now, these are indigenously built stealth frigates with the capability of launching multiple BrahMos and other anti-ship and anti-ground missiles. Now, these entire event was focused on cooperation, coordination, and most importantly, naval diplomacy. The naval diplomacy is seldom talked about, but it plays a significant role in the foreign policy of a nation because it enhances the reach and capabilities of a nation's armed forces. India, slowly moving towards a blue water navy, has been inducting ships at a breakneck speed, and this was also showcased here with over 50 ships of Indian origin participating in this.
It's time for a short break, but coming up next, all the details as Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Sunitra Pawar writes to Chief Minister Fadnavis demanding CBI probe into Ajit Pawar plane crash.
Amity has one of India's most advanced supercomputing facilities for AI research and teaching. Equipped with world-class facilities, the center drives interdisciplinary research and industry-academia collaboration, preparing students for disruptive AI technologies. Committed to India's global tech leap, Amity is proud to be the knowledge partner at India AI Impact Summit.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
मेरी चिमनी टूट जाएगी। What are you doing?
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ।
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला। प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ।
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल। ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े। क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front and he said we've taken a clear decision not to play cricket with India because we are backing Bangladesh. Listen to what Shehbaz Sharif said.
T20 World Cup जो है उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह स्टैंड लिया है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के ख़िलाफ़ जो मैच है वो हम नहीं खेलेंगे, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान ने कहा कि ये खेल का मैदान है, ये सियासत नहीं है। खेल के मैदान में सियासत बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए। हमने एक बड़ा सोच समझ के हमने स्टैंड लिया है और इस हवाले से हमें बांग्लादेश के साथ पूरी तरह खड़े होना चाहिए।
That's what he said 8 days back. Now he's changed his line 8 days later. Now he's saying that the government of Pakistan is now directing the Pakistan national team to play to take the field on February 15 for the scheduled fixture against India in the T20 World Cup. Now, viewers, my point is, let the Pakistanis do what the hell they want to do. Who cares? But what is the BCCI doing? What is the ICC?
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
A very warm welcome, viewers. You're watching the Republic TV. This is Shivam Dutt Mehta, and the top focus in this bulletin will be on Iran, because 50+ fighter jets of the United States are heading towards Iran, while there are already 2 aircraft carriers in the Gulf of Oman. So is America planning to strike Iran? That's the big question. We'll get you all the details of this story and a lot more. But first up, the headlines. Anil Ambani has been summoned for questioning today in connection with an investigation into his group entities, including Reliance Communication and Reliance Power Limited. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Sunetra Pawar writes to CM Fadnavis, demands a CBI probe into Ajit Pawar plane crash. Imran Khan likely to be shifted to a hospital in the coming days for further medical treatment. The development comes amid renewed concerns over his health while he remains incarcerated. J.D. Vance revealed that the Iranian side is not accepting the conditions set by Donald Trump, saying Iran has not agreed to all the red lines laid down by Trump for a diplomatic solution. A decision by the Telangana government to allow Muslim employees to leave offices an hour early during Ramadan has triggered a political debate.
Hello everyone. Thanks Pratyush for talking about Bulbul, but now I will let Bulbul do the talking.
That was so funny, lol. मैंने joke किया, उसके बाद मेरी हंसी रुक ही नहीं रही. But honestly, today was a bit much, yeah. Like, tell me, what on earth is wrong with Rohit? Every single time, full drama mode, one thing after another, and I kept thinking कि बस कर भाई, अब और नहीं. Please just spare me. But then, I don't know. Talking to you right now, it's kind of nice. Makes things feel a little lighter, you know.
ये कॉन्सेप्ट छोटा है लेकिन बहुत पावरफुल है. ओके, मान लो आप साइकिल चला रहे हो, रोड एकदम स्मूथ है, नो प्रॉब्लम, राइट? साइकिल इजीली मूव कर रही है. और वही रोड अगर रफ हो जाए ना, सडनली पेडल मारना थोड़ा हेवी लगने लगता है. यही है फ्रिक्शन.
100 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னால் இதே இடத்தில் நடந்த பெரும் போரையும், போர் நடந்த பிறகு இங்கே வெகுநாள் வரை இரத்த வெள்ளம் பெருகி கிடந்ததையும் பார்த்திருக்கிறீர்கள். மனிதர்கள் எதற்காக இப்படி ஒருவரை ஒருவர் பகைக்க வேண்டும் என்று அதிசயிக்கிறீர்கள்.
So as you see, Bulbul can gossip better than your best friend. It can explain you topics in a way you wish your teacher did. And it can even narrate your native folklore stories, just like your grandparents. So see Bulbul in action.
V2 अच्छा था.
V3 में गेम बदल दिया. Let me show you how. जब आखिरी विकेट गिरा, कुछ सेकंड के लिए सन्नाटा हुआ, and then people just exploded with joy.
ઓબ્જેક્ટ પર ફોર્સ લાગતા તેનું મોશન બદલાય છે. આ ન્યૂટને સમજાવ્યું હતું.
இன்று மாலை 6 மணிக்கு நம்ம ஈவெண்ட் ஆரம்பமாகும். தயவு செய்து உங்கள் சீட்ஸ் எடுத்து தயாராக இருங்கள்.
আজকের এপিসোডে আমরা দেখব কিভাবে আর্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্স আমাদের জীবন বদলাচ্ছে.
So be it voice box, content creation, edtech, just bring your use case and make Bulbul your voice.
Thank you, Himanshu. Again, would like to recognize how important it is that
All right, these are the visuals coming in from the AI Impact Summit and the Sarvam AI exhibits from the AI Impact Summit in New Delhi. The live visuals coming on your television screen. Sarvam AI, which says that they are building towards AI towards a future where AI is widely accessible to everyone in India with a world-class team of researchers and experts in Sarvam who are dedicated to developing AI that gets India. Now, they say that what excites them is the chance to build and shape this technology to reflect how the country thinks, speaks, reasons, and solves problems. This is Sarvam AI at AI Impact Summit in Bharat Mandapam, live. These are live visuals coming from the AI Impact Summit, India. And this is Sarvam AI at the AI Impact Summit. And this is AI for all from India as per Sarvam AI. Now, Sarvam AI showcases innovation at AI Impact Summit 2026. Now, various dignitaries, top tech leaders from across the globe have come to Bharat Mandapam in the world's biggest AI summit, that is the India AI Impact Summit, which is happening right now at Bharat Mandapam. Top leaders from across the globe have come to India, including the Google CEO Sundar Pichai also, and top leaders are meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the AI Impact Summit today at Bharat Mandapam. The top focus is human-centric approach on how AI will be beneficial for the younger generation and how it will aid in job creation rather than being a job disruptor. So various big companies are presently showcasing their technologies and their developments in the field of AI in various sectors, including healthcare, including finance, including defense. And this is a Sarvam AI. All right, viewers, we are getting a big breaking news right now at this moment on your television screen. A big breaking news, a decision by the Telangana government to allow Muslim employees to leave offices an hour early during Ramadan has triggered a political debate. Now, according to an order passed by the General Administration Department, that is the GAD, Muslim employees working as teachers, contract and outsourcing staff, and working in boards, corporations, and public sector undertakings can leave office early to break their fast and perform religious prayers. Now, this is the decision by the Telangana government of Muslim appeasement. This allows Muslim employees to leave offices an hour early during Ramadan. Now, this has now triggered a serious political debate. Now, according to the order passed by the General Administration Department, Muslim employees working as teachers, contract and outsourcing staff, and working in boards, corporations, and public sector undertakings will be allowed to leave office early. They will be allowed to leave the office early to break their fast and perform their religious prayers. Now, this has led to a serious political debate in that state and by the opposition specifically on why such a relaxation is being given at this moment. Now, which means 1 hour, more than an hour relief for the Muslim employees. This is a decision coming from the Telangana government to allow the Muslim employees to leave offices earlier during the Ramzan period, during the Ramzan, and this has triggered a very serious political debates. Now, Ramzan relief or religious bias? The big question is this. This order has raised a serious political debate between the ruling party, the administration, and the BJP. All right, Aishwarya has joined us live to speak more on this issue and for more details in this issue. Aishwarya, if you can put this into perspective, what exactly has been said by the government? What kind of relaxation? Is it just 1 hour or there are other things attached to it?
The Telangana government here released a GO yesterday saying that all the government employees, be it outsourced or contractual employees, the Muslim employees are given 1 hour permission that they can leave the office at 4 p.m. starting from tomorrow, that is 19th of February to 20th of March. They are for these almost 20 rough days, they are being allowed to leave the office premises early, that is by 4 p.m. except when there is an emergency or their service is required, their presence in the office is required. Except for emergencies, they can leave the office premises every day at 4 p.m. to offer their particular religious, to break their fast as well as to continue their religious ceremonies. But however, this particular GO that was issued yesterday triggered a political row from the BJP that such relaxation was not given to the Hindu employees during the Navaratri or during other even important festivals, be it even the Hindus keep a fast during the Navaratri, but then there was no such relaxation or permission that were granted for the Hindu employees, but giving this such relaxation or permission to the Muslim employees, it shows nothing but appeasement politics, as well as there's this that the Congress government is in fact only running on one thing, that is only Muslim government, that is only prioritizing the minorities. Whatever they want is something that their priority, but not the majority, that the Hindus, or they are criticizing the Hindu festival.
Almost here, which is by Alan AI, which is a non-profit working in the space of AI. They released their own models in the open source. On English, we were able to perform the best, improving on variety of models, including being able to detect tables, handwriting, math, multi-column, all kinds of complexities that documents have naturally. And this is a combination of high-quality, continued pre-training, the supervised fine-tuning, and as you can imagine, reinforcement learning. The ability to take a task like vision and be able to improve it with reinforcement learning to solve these long tail of problems was one thing we focused on. And I think we are just getting started in vision. As I said, 8 months back, we did zero vision at Sarvam. Today, we have a state-of-the-art model. And we are just getting started, and we feel very excited that we will build very strong models on all aspects of vision, including, for example, detecting what's happening through a CCTV camera. Also on Indian languages, our lead is even higher. We are comparing ourselves against models of much, much larger sizes, and we are able to significantly improve accuracy. I would now like to call upon Krishna to talk more about this.
Thanks, Pratyush. Good afternoon. I would like to say, what is high-fidelity document digitization? It's not just a simple text extraction problem. It is much more involved. For example, there are several types of documents which have much intricate complexities, such as newspapers, government records, textbooks, and so on. All of these have to be identified for their structure and the content they have within them. So how do we do that? Firstly, we do document layout understanding. What that means is, given a document, we are able to parse where is a page number, where is a heading, where is a paragraph, where is a table, and so on. Now, with this information, what we are able to do, next slide, please. Yeah. So with this information, we are able to perform visual grounding and reading order predictions, which mean that given a complex newspaper with easily 100 blocks here, we are able to say what is the headline, what is the title of an article, and then say that is order number 1, 2, and so on, all the way unto 108 reading order. So with this kind of visual grounding and layout understanding, we've been able to put a very tight harness around the Sarvam vision model. So moving to the next example, in addition to all the harness that we have, we also do something called knowledge extraction. Most traditional vision language models and OCR models perform text extraction. What we do at Sarvam is much more advanced, which is knowledge extraction. For example, the chart present up there is not just extracted with the text there, but we are able to caption it in various languages and present them in Markdown and JSON and other complex formats so that downstream applications can easily ingest the data. And finally, with all of this architecture, we've also been able to solve some of the most complex handwritten documents, which on the left you see, this is a letter from Abraham Lincoln from 1800s, and this is from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar from early 1900s, and we've been able to digitize it with like almost 100% accuracy, and this is Sarvam Vision for you. Thank you.
Thanks, Krishna. One use case of vision that I am very deeply passionate about is using vision for recognizing what students have written on paper to digitize their work and then be able to provide them personalized feedback on what they learned and what they did not. Because in the absence of being able to recognize actual human work, we are restricted to forcing students to always go through digital interfaces. So imagine students across the country writing exams on a weekly basis, not to be tested, not to be evaluated, but to be given exact feedback on what they understood and what they need to improve on, right? I think that is a genuine possibility with the work we are doing. In fact, we are collaborating with DPS School, NCRT, the Ministry of Education to make that happen in this academic year. Now, I would like to talk about our large language model. We have been, of course, building models across the vision model, for example, is also a large language model, but it is a 3 billion parameter dense model, again trained from scratch by us over the last 8 months. But it is important to scale up. And there are 2 other models that we trained, and we are talking about releasing them today. One is Sarvam 30 billion. This is a 30 billion parameter model. Of course, all of you know that the larger the model, the more the parameters in it. It is more capable, but of course it is harder to train, takes longer to train, and longer to run in production as well. But 30 billion in today's time is a very small model. It is actually a mixture of experts model. It has actually just 1 billion activated parameters. Meaning, we have a 30 billion parameter model, but in generating every output token, it only activates 1 billion parameters. Other competitive models, such as Quen 30 billion, for example, have 3 billion activated parameters, right? So even in the mixture of experts world, we have gone towards systems which can be very, very efficient for inferencing. It supports a context length of 32,000. Meaning that you can have long-running conversations with it, long-running agentic interactions with it. It is pre-trained, again from scratch, on 16 trillion tokens of text. This is a lot of tokens. So a token of text, think of it as about 2/3 of a word, right? That's a good estimate for English. So you're talking about trillions of words of text that have been used to train this model. Again, curated completely within Sarvam. It also is a very, very efficient thinking model. It beats all models out there, office class in efficient thinking, and I'll show you the results of it. Again, this is towards the principle of making these models efficient. These are reasoning models, then they think, but the amount of thinking they do can impact how long it takes to get an answer, how costly it is. We have worked to make it very, very efficient. And finally, the intent of this model is to be a real-time conversational engine for things people build. It's small, it has 1 billion active parameters, it has a large context window, it allows you to work with Indian languages and then have conversational experiences with users. Quickly showing you benchmarks. These are very popular international benchmarks on math, programming, knowledge, and you can see our model being compared across open models from different companies, and you can see that in variety of those things, the Sarvam model, Sarvam 30B, actually does exceedingly well. And if you look at agentic benchmarks, where agentic is, of course, where there is tool calling, there is usage of multiple tools which the model has to choose from on variety of things. For example, browse comp, it is the ability to use the web search to improve the answers that the model gives out. On SweBench, which is about programming, on Tau Square, which is about tool calling, you find that our model is competitive with the best models that have been released in this model scale, while being significantly smaller in terms of the number of activated parameters. If you look at thinking budget, it's one of the most important things here, which is how long do you give the model to think before you can answer? And on the x-axis here, you can see how much of thinking is allowed for a model before it answers questions on math from this benchmark called AIME. And you can see that other models perform very, very poorly if asked to be, in some sense, fast, asked to be compact. And you can see that the Sarvam 30B significantly outperforms both at the 8K and the 16K scales compared to the latest models that have been released from other companies at the same size. I just would like to again bring this into focus to what we are doing. We would like to make AI work at a population scale, and being able to do it efficiently becomes a very, very core thesis. And
all right, so this was from Sarvam AI, and he was explaining how the LLM model is better compared to other artificial intelligence models that are presently being displayed in the AI Impact Summit and which are elsewhere present. And also, my colleague Rakshita is in Bharat Mandapam and she had a conversation with a lot of technology leaders. Let's watch one of them.
In the world of handloom, one thing that the innovation with the jacquard happened in 1804, and from then to now, it has come to electronic jacquard. But in the world of design, to make a personalized design of a new sari, it takes anywhere between 2 to 3 months today. And many of us, when we invest in silk, which is for a special occasion as wedding, the raw material would cost close to 15 to 20,000. And when it has to be really special, and it is personalized, it can go in lakhs. And in today's generation wants it to be in every way also connected to the roots and also bringing contemporary designs in their fabric and in any form, right? And that's why we first applied AI in the design of handloom and then getting it to the weave. So from concept to weave today takes in months, like I said, we got it down to weeks. With an interactive AI application out there.
If you could just help us explain how does it really help?
Yes,
and technique.
Once the design's done, for the weaver to weave it without mistakes, today he has to remember every point at which a color of thread has to be interlaced through. The hook will lift and he would see that the thread's going up. But for them to remember at every line which color thread to pass, it's today the memory the weaver carries, and it's a skill they develop over 10-15 years. And they start this craft at the age of 7 or 8 today. and back in those days. But today's younger generation are moving away from this craft simply because it's so complex to learn and master and earn enough livelihood making such complex designs, right? So we created this simple assistive technology to help the weavers in guiding them through such an intricate design, which makes the product's value almost 3 to 5x.
Right.
And that value directly gets passed on to the weaver beyond the raw material, and that way most of the value of the product, when it goes to them, their livelihood improves and they continue to stay in the craft. Our essential goal was to, if we don't bring in technology, this craft may not exist 50 years from now.
So for the survival and in a way a revival of the craft as well. But there's always a concern when it comes to AI across domains, that will it take away the jobs? But does it replace the weaver? I would just straight away ask you that, or does it really help in?
No, this definitely does not replace the weaver. It is to help the weaver do better, right? Like in many other places where we apply, where humans find it difficult or humans cannot do, AI can beautifully augment and create outcomes that are multiple X. So that's pretty much how we applied it here as well.
This was a conversation from the tech leaders of TCS from Bharat Mandapam. We'll get you more such conversations, but now it's time to slip into a short commercial break. But don't go anywhere, because coming up next, J.D. Vance revealed that the Iranian side is not accepting the conditions set by Donald Trump, saying Iran has not agreed to all the red lines laid down by Trump for a diplomatic solution. Coming up next, don't go anywhere.
Amity has one of India's most advanced supercomputing facilities for AI research and teaching. Equipped with world-class facilities, the center drives interdisciplinary research and industry-academia collaboration, preparing students for disruptive AI technologies. Committed to India's global tech leap, Amity is proud to be the knowledge partner at India AI Impact Summit.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप
Pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Himanta Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing...
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है अरे मेरे राजा राजा प्योर मसाला केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
MDH की देगी मिर्च
देगी मिर्च का तड़का अंग अंग फड़का
MDH की देगी मिर्च
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front and he said we've taken a clear decision not to play cricket with India because we are backing Bangladesh. Listen to what Shehbaz Sharif said.
T20 World Cup जो है उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह स्टैंड लिया है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के ख़िलाफ़ जो मैच है वो हम नहीं खेलेंगे, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान ने कहा कि ये खेल का मैदान है, ये सियासत नहीं है खेल के मैदान में सियासत बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए। हमने एक बड़ा सोच समझ के हमने स्टैंड लिया है और इस
Anil Ambani has been summoned for questioning today in connection with an investigation into his group entities, including Reliance Communication and Reliance Power Limited. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Sunethra Pawar writes to Chief Minister Fadnavis, demands CBI probe into Ajit Pawar plane crash. Imran Khan likely to be shifted to a hospital in the coming days for further medical treatment. The development comes amid renewed concerns over his health while he remains incarcerated. JD Vance revealed that Iranian side is not accepting the conditions set by Donald Trump, saying Iran has not agreed to all the red lines laid down by Trump for a diplomatic solution. A decision by the Telangana government to allow Muslim employees to leave offices an hour early during Ramadan has triggered a political debate. And viewers, we have some breaking news coming in. The players of the Pakistan hockey team were forced to spend several hours on the road upon reaching the Australian capital as their hotel booking were cancelled. After the Pakistan Hockey Federation failed to pay the bill due to a lack of funds, they are in Australia for the second leg of the FIH Pro League event in Hobart. The incident has been seen as a major source of embarrassment for Pakistan's national sport, with the team struggling to compete against top-ranked sides like Australia and Germany in the leg of the Pro League. Pakistan have so far lost all 6 of their matches in the Pro League. Pakistan players have exposed the Pakistani government. They have been stranded for over 13 hours on the roads as their hotel booking was cancelled for non-payment of the bill. And this incident has been as a major source of embarrassment coming in for Pakistan's national sport.
तकरीबन 1-2 दिन हम सड़कों पे रहे हैं, जिस तरह के पता नहीं हमारे साथ सुतेली जो सी माँ अपने बच्चे के साथ बर्ताव करती है उस तरह हमारे साथ बर्ताव किया गया है। और जहाँ तक बात है डेली अलाउंसेस की, उसके अंदर मैं ऐड कर दूँ कि 2023 के अंदर हमारे इस टीम के अंदर 9 से 10 प्लेयर हैं जो 2023 के अंदर पाकिस्तान टीम में थे। उनके 5 से 6 टूर्स के डेली आज भी पेंडिंग है, जो कि 30 से 40 लाख रुपए बनता है। वो तमाम जो उनकी डेली अलाउंसेस हम भूल के पाकिस्तान हॉकी फेडरेशन के साथ 2024 से हमने काम करना शुरू किया। 2023 के अंदर मैं आपको इवेंट्स गिना सकता हूँ, एशियन चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी इंडिया, एशियन गेम्स, 5 साइड एशिया कप, जोहर बारू और जूनियर वर्ल्ड कप। ये 5 इवेंट्स हैं जिसके डोमेस्टिक डेलीज भी और इंटरनेशनल डेलीज भी पाकिस्तान हॉकी फेडरेशन ने प्लेयर्स को देनी है, जिसके अंदर हमारे जो इस टाइम टॉप प्लेयर्स हैं वो भी पार्टिसिपेट कर चुके थे।
My colleague Hina is joining us live from the newsroom. Hina, this incident has been as a major source of embarrassment coming in for Pakistan's national sport, with the team now struggling to even compete against the top-ranked sides as they have been stranded on the road for more than 13 hours, given the hotel booking has been cancelled. What are the other updates coming in?
Absolutely, this is another joke that has happened in Pakistan where we can see how the Pakistani hockey players, when they landed in Sydney, there was no arrangement of any sort of hotel and living accommodation for the Pakistani players. Now they were heading to Canberra in Australia where the FIH Pro League was scheduled to take place, but when they arrived in Sydney they had to stay there for a while, but there was no hotel arrangement whatsoever that was made, and that is why the Pakistani players had to stay there for 13 long hours. Now, what has really happened is that the captain of the Pakistani hockey team has come out and lashed out at the Pakistani Hockey Federation, PHF. Now, PHF has done this mismanagement, but what is now happening is that the Pakistani Sports Board is saying, is lashing back at Federation, questioning the Federation that why the money that was given was not used. So basically, the Pakistani players are lashing out at the Federation federation saying why no proper arrangements were made. Now also to note here is that Pakistani players had to use a kitchen and to clean their own utensils as well before the match which was scheduled against Australia and Germany, the top teams in the Hockey Pro League FIH that was taking place. So a mockery of the Pakistani players at the global stage, remember, comes right after how Pakistani players were defeated by India in one of the T20 matches that took place on 15th of February. So back-to-back embarrassment for Pakistan. Now remember that Pakistan is a country which is short of finances, is a bankrupt country, does not have any sort of arrangement for these players, Pakistani players that they sent to Australia to play at the global stage. So this is a big embarrassment of the Pakistani players that we are seeing at the Sydney airport. When they landed, there was no accommodation, there was no facility for these players, and they were absolutely left on their own. And of course, a very harsh statement coming out from the Pakistani hockey team captain as well, who is lashing at the federation, questioning why no proper arrangements were made. So a big embarrassment for the Pakistani players. Back to you.
That's right. Hina, thank you for joining us and giving those details on that story. With that, viewers, it's time we shift our focus and get you some more news and updates coming in. The Indian Air Force is carrying out relentless aerial firefighting operations across the northeast, battling massive wildfires in challenging and high-altitude terrain. From Arunachal Pradesh to Nagaland, helicopters are dumping thousands of liters of water to contain the flames. Take a look.
In a major relief effort, Indian Air Force helicopters have successfully extinguished a wildfire in Walong, Arunachal Pradesh. A total of 139,800 liters of water was dropped over the affected area, bringing the blaze under control after sustained aerial operations. Simultaneously, firefighting missions are underway in the picturesque but treacherous Zuko Valley in Nagaland. Mi-17 V5 helicopters are engaged in continuous water-dropping sorties to prevent the fire from spreading further.
जबकि सेक्शन 3 ऑफ एनएलयू एक्ट कहता है कि एक स्टेट में 2 जगह एनएलयू बन सकता है, तो हमें ये बताया ना सीएम को क्या प्रॉब्लम है। सेंटर फंड देगा, सब कुछ देगा, ये मुझे ये कहते हैं कि श्रीनगर में जाने से हमें क्या प्रॉब्लम। आप एक चीज़ बताइए, हिंदुस्तान और पाकिस्तान का जिस दिन मैच होता है तो स्टूडेंट, जम्मू के स्टूडेंट्स, बाहर के स्टूडेंट्स को क्यों बाहर निकाल दिया जाता उस टाइम, क्यों उनको नहीं उस श्रीनगर में रहने दिया जाता उस टाइम। हमें ये चीज़ बताए ना, उमर सरकार बताए हमें कि ये सब क्यों होता है। फिर जम्मू में कितने, जम्मू के बाहर के बच्चे भी रहते हैं, यहाँ कश्मीर के भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं, कोई स्टूडेंट बोल के बता दे कि जम्मू में उनके साथ कुछ ऐसी कोई गतिविधि की जाती है, तो जम्मू के स्टूडेंट्स को क्यों वहाँ पे परेशानी होती है।
देखिए, लगातार जो है विरोध प्रदर्शन यहाँ पर जारी है।
All right, so those are the visuals coming in, and my colleague Gursimran giving us the live update from the ground where the students have hit the streets in Jammu to protest against Omar Abdullah government. These are the law students holding a massive protest in Jammu demanding the opening of a national law university in Jammu. The students are heading towards Civil Secretariat in Jammu. As you can see from the visuals, the students in their protest are heading towards the Civil Secretariat in Jammu, and of course a huge deployment of police force as well. And students are demanding the opening of a national law university in Jammu. Gursimran, my colleague, joins us live from the ground. Gursimran, we are seeing the visuals that you're bringing to us and reporting from the ground. What exactly is the situation now? What are the demands of the students and how far have they reached?
See, they are on their way towards the Civil Secretariat in Jammu. At least half a dozen places where they were blocked, they have breached that, and now you will see also the cops also running towards the students so that they can get hold of them, because what has happened that it was primarily decided that the students won't be marching towards the Civil Secretariat. But now all of a sudden they gave the call that they will be heading towards the Civil Secretariat because the government has refused to, actually the Union Territory government, Omar Abdullah government has not accepted their demand demand of opening this National Law University in Jammu. There also you will see some more cops are also arriving here. So additional reinforcement is also being sent here, but this has also blocked all the routes that are heading towards the Civil Secretariat, because what has happened that they are now heading towards the Civil Secretariat. If I request Sarjeevan to show you, you will be in a position to see Civil Secretariat that is hardly a kilometer's distance from this very place from where we are reporting. And right now they are heading towards that very area, almost breaching all the locations or the fences that were put in place by the Jammu and Kashmir police, because the initial permission was only that they will be allowed to go towards the Maharaja Hari Singh Park, and that was what they were allowed to. But all of a sudden they said that they will not be allowed. Now you will see that the ITBP is also trying to stop some of the students that are there, because multiple layers of the security that has now been once again put in here by the authorities. But main challenge continues to be, because the budget session of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly is underway, and they are saying that they will be heading towards the Civil Secretariat in Jammu for the demands that the National Law University will be opened. They say that the law says that a state or a union territory can have more than जो संविधान कहता है, जो कानून कहता है कि एक से ज़्यादा जो हैं वो यहाँ पर नेशनल लॉ यूनिवर्सिटी के कैंपस हो सकते हैं. लेकिन नेशनल लॉ यूनिवर्सिटी के कैंपस खोलने के फेवर में उमर अब्दुल्ला सरकार नहीं है. ये नेशनल लॉ यूनिवर्सिटी के जो लॉ यूनिवर्सिटी के स्टूडेंट्स हैं या लॉ स्कूल के स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनका आरोप है. यही कारण है कि अब आप यहाँ पर देखेंगे तो पुलिस बल पूरी तरह से तैयार हैं. हाथों में आप देखेंगे तो टीयर गैस शेल राउंड्स इनके पास यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं, जिसकी तस्वीरें जो हैं वो आप देख रहे हैं कि अगर ज़रूरत पड़े तो क्राउड को अगर डिस्पर्स करना हो तो उसके लिए भी तैयारी जो है वो पुलिस प्रशासन ने पूरी तरह से की है. जी.
That's right, Gursimran. Thank you for bringing us those details and the live updates from the ground as the students march towards the Civil Secretariat in Jammu and Kashmir, in Jammu specifically. Now, moving on, viewers, we are cutting across to this press conference coming in from the BJP over Karnataka land allotment.
जुड़ा हुआ था, जनता का हित तो इसमें था नहीं. इसके बाद एक डिफेंस एरोस्पेस पार्क, फिर से जमीन का घोटाला. नाम किसका आया? कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी और उनके परिवार का. उनको अलॉटमेंट कर दिया, एक ट्रस्ट था इनके नाम. वाल्मीकि स्कैम, जो एससी एसटी कम्युनिटी है उसके लिए जो फंड्स थे करीब 200 करोड़ के, उसका डाइवर्जन हुआ, दुरुपयोग हुआ अपने लाभ के लिए. और अब मैं आपके सामने ला रहा हूं किस तरह से सिविक कम्युनिटीज के लिए जो सरकारी संपत्ति, जो लैंड नागरिकों के हित के लिए काम आना था, उसका कन्वर्जन करके कांग्रेस भवन, कांग्रेस के हेडक्वार्टर पूरे प्रदेश में बने, ये तय हो रहा है. ये बेहद ही चिंताजनक है. और खासकर चिंताजनक इसलिए है कि पहले तो ये पॉलिसी डिसीजन ही गलत है. दूसरा, औने पौने भाव में जो सरकारी संपत्ति को कन्वर्ट किया जा रहा है कांग्रेस की संपत्ति में, और कांग्रेस का मतलब है नकली गांधी परिवार की संपत्ति में, तो जनता कर्नाटका की भी इस मुद्दे को उठा रही है. और हम लोग भी यहां से ये सवाल खासकर नेता प्रतिपक्ष राहुल गांधी से पूछना चाहेंगे. राहुल गांधी जी, ये आपकी नाक के नीचे मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी के खेल में जनता को क्यों लूटा जा रहा है? कृपया करके ये हमें जरूर बताइएगा. और अगर कहा जाए कि कर्नाटका की जनता को क्या मिला, तो ये गलत नहीं होगा कहना नकली राहुल गांधी का ठुल्लू. कर्नाटका की जनता के लिए कुछ नहीं है इनके पास. मुझे यकीन है जनता ऐसा सबक सिखाएगी कांग्रेस पार्टी को, जैसे पूरे देश से कांग्रेस पार्टी गायब हुई है, कर्नाटका से भी गायब होगी. और ये जो भ्रष्टाचार हो रहा है, हर माध्यम से भारतीय जनता पार्टी इस मुद्दे को उठा रही है और यह सुनिश्चित होगा कि ये भ्रष्टाचारी जेल की सलाखों के पीछे जाए। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। If there are any questions first on this topic, I would like to take those. Anybody? None. That means I have been able to present the facts clearly. Thank you. Any other question?
And cutting across to live updates coming in and visuals from Jammu. Gursimran, my colleague, joins us live on the broadcast. Gursimran, what is the latest update coming in? We are given to understand that there is a clash going on between the students and the police officials.
Yes, the scuffle is on between the cops and the students of those who are seeking the demand for the National Law University. Here you will see that they were heading towards the civil secretariat in Jammu, but have been stopped by the Jammu and Kashmir police. Police is not allowing them to move beyond this. आप मुझे बताइए आगे जाने से क्या कहा?
ये इनकी सोची सची साजिश है। NLU सेक्शन 3 में NLU एक्ट में क्लियरली ये लिखा है कि स्टेट जो है एक से ज्यादा यूनिवर्सिटी स्टेट में दे सकती है। क्या यहाँ पे 2 डिपार्टमेंट्स नहीं है? क्या यहाँ पे सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी 2 नहीं है? क्या यहाँ पे सेक्रेटरीट 2 नहीं है? यहाँ पे हाई कोर्ट भी 2 है। तो 2 NLUs क्यों नहीं हो सकते? एक से ज्यादा NLU दे सकते हैं। ये इनकी सोची समझी साजिश है जम्मू के साथ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन करने की, जो ये पिछले 70 वर्षों से कर रहे हैं।
देखिए आप लगातार these students are heading towards the civil secretariat. I'll request Sir Jeevan to keep moving along with us because there was a barricade that has been breached by the students of the National Law University, and Sir Jeevan is showing you the visuals that these students of the law, those who are from the law department of the Jammu University, they are heading towards the civil secretariat. At a time when the assembly session is underway, the ongoing budget session, they are saying that they will be heading towards the civil secretariat to get out the civil secretariat because Umar Abdullah government has not met any of their demands. And these visuals that you see, that how on the roads of Jammu the scuffle has taken place between the students and the Jammu and Kashmir police that was actually stopping them to head towards the civil secretariat. Here also I request Sir Jeevan to be on the visuals that they are being stopped by the Jammu and Kashmir police, but they are saying that no matter what they will be going towards the civil secretariat, and till their demands are not met, they are going to intensify their protest. And these
question, please. देखिए, जब भी आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की बात आए तो कोई भी ऐसा व्यक्ति कृपया करके बना बनाया ट्वीट ना करे जिसके पास इंटेलिजेंस ही नहीं है। और दुख की बात यह है कि राहुल गांधी जो हैं, इनका एक ही मकसद है। इनका मकसद है, अगर भारत की वाहवाही हो रही है, विश्व पटल पर अगर भारत अग्रणी भूमिका निभा रहा है, तो राहुल गांधी चाहते हैं कि ये धब्बा लगाएं, भारत का नाम खराब कैसे हो। यही षड्यंत्र कांग्रेस के हेडक्वार्टर में चलता रहता है। लेकिन ये गर्व की बात है हर देशवासी के लिए, देश के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में आज तमाम वर्ल्ड लीडर्स भारत में हैं और वो भारत की एक सकारात्मक भूमिका देख रहे हैं और उसका जो योगदान है उसकी सराहना भी कर रहे हैं। संजय राउत जी को पहले अपनी पार्टी की चिंता करनी चाहिए। मैं कोई टिप्पणी नहीं करना चाहूंगा। ये वो गठबंधन है जो पूरी तरह से लचर, टूटा हुआ, बिना मकसद के है और विरोधाभास में ये पहले ही बहुत कमजोर हो गया। That's it. Thank you so much.
Was the press conference coming in from the Bharatiya Janata Party that has claimed that the Congress is behind nearly 50,000 crore land scam in Karnataka. And Gaurav Gogoi says that Congress does not care about the people of Karnataka. So that is coming in as the BJP slams the Karnataka government, the Congress government in Karnataka. And this is in connection with the land allotment case. And with that, viewers, we shift our focus now to more news and updates coming in. Well, concerns over the health of former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan are intensifying, triggering fresh protests by his supporters. The Insaf Youth Wing in central Punjab's Gujarat district staged demonstrations alleging inadequate medical care during his imprisonment. Imran Khan's sister Noreen Niazi comes forth and speaks as well. She claims Imran Khan is Pakistan's identity to the world and that they are playing with his life. Take a look.
Former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan's health concerns are escalating. Workers of the Insaf Youth Wing gathered on the Gujarat-Lahore road. They raised slogans over what they described as deteriorating health conditions of Imran Khan. Protesters expressed anger over his continued imprisonment and alleged lack of proper medical facilities. Imran Khan, founder of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Party, has been in jail following multiple legal cases filed against him after his removal from office in 2022. Since his incarnation, his party has repeatedly claimed that he is being denied adequate medical care and access to family members and legal counsel. According to protesters, meetings with his sisters, lawyers and party leaders were allegedly restricted. The demonstrators demanded that Khan be provided basic human and medical rights and called for transparent medical treatment. Amid rising tensions, Khan's sister Noreen Niazi came forward with strong allegations, questioning the authorities over his treatment and transfer to a medical facility without informing the family.
कि ये जो आज हो रहा है ये बड़े कुछ महीनों से बड़ी सिस्टमेटिकली ये यहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं। इन्होंने बड़ी पहले से कुछ प्लानिंग की हुई थी। इन्होंने पहले हमारी मुलाकातें एक-एक करके बंद कराई। पहले अलीमा खानम को छोड़ा कि जी ये दी जा सकती। वकीलों का इन्होंने बंद किया, उनके पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के लोगों का बंद किया। मुझे अफसोस है कि हमें चाहिए था हम तभी से वहाँ पे ऐसा धरना देते कि हम कभी उठते ही ना। ये मुजरिम लोग हैं, ये इन्होंने जुर्म करने वाले हैं। इनकी जुर्रत कैसे हुई थी जब इमरान खान को पिम्स रात के अंधेरे में लेकर गए बगैर फैमिली को बताए। ये वो लोग हैं जिन्होंने पिम्स की शक्ल भी नहीं देखी। इमरान खान वो वाहिद पाकिस्तानी है जो पाकिस्तान की पहचान है। इनको तो कोई जानता भी नहीं है। आप जाके पूछें कि ये कौन लोग हैं, दुनिया में इनकी पहचान नहीं है। इमरान खान की जिंदगी का ये सोचे भी ना। इस वक्त अगर इन्होंने इस वक्त इमरान खान का ना सामने लेकर आए, हॉस्पिटल में ना लेकर गए, आप सोचे इनका ख्याल है हम आराम से बैठेंगे, हमारी जो अस्पताल में जाएंगे, हम साथ जाएंगे। इनके पूरे कहाँ जाते थे? आप जेल इंतजामिया से पूछे जाके ये कैसे जेलें काटी इन्होंने।
The protest highlights the deepening political divide in Pakistan as supporters continue to rally behind the former Prime Minister, demanding transparency and improved medical care. Authorities have yet to issue a detailed response to the latest allegations, even as tensions surrounding Imran Khan's health and imprisonment continue to mount.
We leave it at that and now shift our focus. Rohit Pawar has raised fresh allegations of possible sabotage and flagged lapses in the investigation into the January 28th plane crash near Baramati that killed Ajit Pawar. Now, Rohit Pawar questioned the ongoing DGC investigation, asking why the aircraft operator VSR Aviation has not yet been scrutinized. But fresh developments coming in, and Rohit Pawar now raising new allegations of a possible sabotage. He has gone ahead and flagged lapses in the investigation as far as the January 28th plane crash near Baramati is concerned. Remember, viewers, this crash killed Ajit Pawar. And Rohit Pawar has now gone ahead and questioned the ongoing DGC investigation. Rohit Pawar asks why the aircraft operator has not yet been scrutinized in this case. In fact, he's also said that the black box has been deliberately damaged. No action has been taken against the VSR Aviation. It is flying aircrafts beyond time limits and several other claims and allegations coming in. Remember, there is a DGCA investigation which is currently ongoing, and Rohit Pawar has gone ahead and questioned that, asking why the aircraft operator, VSR Aviation, has not yet been scrutinized, why there has been no action taken. Revati, my colleague, joins me on the phone line for more. Revati, there are new allegations, fresh allegations coming in from Rohit Pawar, where he's saying that there could be a possible sabotage, and he's flagged the lapses into the investigation, questioning the DGC investigation and saying why there has been no scrutiny of VSR Aviation.
Right, as you rightly mentioned, that Rohit Pawar is constantly mentioning about the sabotage since the first press conference that he took in Mumbai. So even today, with fresh evidences and fresh questions, he is constantly asking that is this really an accident or a sabotage? So even today, he questioned about the aircraft, because he said that the aircraft costed around 10 crore rupees, but the insurance is around 200 crore rupees. Why is this the situation? Also, the person who was flying in that aircraft, which was then DCM Ajit Pawar, the aircraft was pretty much expired aircraft. Then why a person with Z+ security was sent in such an aircraft? Moreover, he also mentioned about the fuel. There was so much fuel in the aircraft. Then he also questioned today that why so much of fuel was already there, or why the fuel was stocked up, when they are aware of the fact that fuel can be very much dangerous. Such stocking up of fuel can be dangerous when you are flying. Also, there are many questions that are being raised by Rohit Pawar right now. The main highlight of today's press conference was, why is VSR not being questioned? He clearly mentions that there is some power which is backing up VSR, due to which there's no scrutiny of VSR happening. Also, he mentioned about Rohit Singh, who is the son of VSR's director. He mentioned that Rohit Singh has also been in a TDP leader's wedding and close political connection.
Okay,
so
thank you for giving us the details there, Revati. We are running short of time. It's time we dip into a short commercial break. Viewers, more news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned as we bring you what's coming up next. A decision by Telangana government to allow Muslim employees to leave offices an hour early during Ramadan has triggered a political debate.
MDH की देगी मीरज,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मीरज।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा,
Himanta Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you?
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
news coming in connection with the Delhi reel murder. Footage has emerged from the crash site. The first video of the Delhi reel murder, the juvenile and sister seen arguing on site. The CCTV and the crash aftermath, raw footage have been accessed. We have accessed that raw footage. This is emerging from the reel crash site that killed Sahil. His mother is fighting for justice. Remember, viewers, the accused driver in this case has been granted bail on accounts of board examinations. But at this point in time, this is that horrific footage coming in, emerging from the crash site. This is the first video of the Delhi reel murder. The juvenile sister was seen arguing on site. This is the CCTV footage coming in that is showing the right minute of the crash and also the aftermath. It is emerging out of the reel crash site where the juvenile along with his sister are now seen arguing on the site. This is an exclusive footage coming in on Republic as justice for Sahil continues. His mother is broken at this point in time and she seeks justice. My colleague Shivam is joining us on the studio with me here. Shivam, over to you.
Right, so these are the latest visuals on your television screen. First on Republic, exclusive visuals of the accident on your screens. As you can see on the site, CCTV camera at that location. This is one of the initial footages from that location that has come. Exclusive pictures now of the CCTV footage. The Delhi reel murder. Footages emerges from the crash site. First video of Delhi reel murder. A juvenile and the sister can be seen arguing on the site, and the CCTV and crash aftermath raw footages have now emerged. Now, these are the exclusive pictures, visuals on your screen. As you can see, this clearly is a case of murder on how he was allowed to drive that car. And these are the visuals on your screen. As you can see, the footage emerges from the crash site. First video of Delhi reel murder, where the juvenile and the sister can be seen arguing on the site. Now, CCTV and crash aftermath raw footages have now emerged from the reel crash site on your screens. As you can see, these exclusive pictures on your screen, on your television screens, ladies and gentlemen, on that horrific murder that took place while an SUV was being driven by a minor. The driver was a minor who was driving this SUV, and he killed that young boy. And this is the exact footage, the time of the footage, the time of the accident, when the accident took place. Now, this is the Delhi reel murder footage, which has emerged now from the crash site. This is the first video of a Delhi reel murder. The juvenile and sister can be seen arguing also. We'll show you more footages from that location. They can be seen arguing on site. Now, CCTV and crash aftermath raw footage emerges from the reel crash site. These are the latest visuals on your television screen, as you can see. And this is exactly the place. This is the CCTV footage from that location. First video of Delhi reel murder, where juvenile sister were seen arguing at that site of that place. The CCTV and crash aftermath raw footage have emerged now. Latest exclusive visuals on your screen and pictures on your screen. As you can see, the Delhi crash aftermath. We're getting you more visuals from that location, horrific visuals on your screen. And as you can see, this is the exact video where the brother and the sister, the juvenile and the sister, you will be able to see them. They are arguing after that crash. This is the latest visual that has emerged from that location. This is the Delhi crash aftermath, which led to a young boy being killed by the youth who was making reels. His sister, both of them were making reels, and they killed a young boy. A young boy was killed. All right, we have Shambhavi for more details on the story. Shambhavi, another footage has emerged now. What details do you have on this, Shambhavi?
Well, see, if you look at the footage now, this is a clear one. Till now, the only footage that we got was the reel the accused sister was making, and you could see approaching from the front when they were driving a Scorpio, and then Sahil was seen trying to cut across from the right side of the bus. That is when the collision actually happened. In this stationary cars ongoing in and off people. Then suddenly you can see people running towards the place. Now, also look at the video and what exactly is happening. We see that Scorpio was already in at a very high speed. The problem was that when it exited its society, now the society and the Shastri college in front of which the accident actually happened, it's very close. So when he got out of his society, he was basically driving on the right lane of the road instead of left. And that is when, from the right side he went, the bus which was approaching towards the Scorpio, and that's when he saved himself from the bus, moved towards the left, but from the left there was Sahil riding on his R5 on that front, and that is when the collision happened. After the initial impact, the Scorpio then goes on to actually bump or collide into another stationary car, which is again that the Republic has been showing till now. Shivam, back to you.
Definitely, Shambhavi, these are horrific visuals, and there are more visuals coming in, as we can see right now. Really disturbing visuals. They were arguing after that accident. What more details have we found? The probe that is happening in this case, what details have been found out by the police? It's a very horrific, the visuals are very horrific, as we can see. What details in the probe, Shambhavi, now?
Well, the investigation is currently going on. The car has been seized. The bike has been seized by police. All three vehicles which were involved in this entire, that is one Scorpio, one Desire, and one R15. The police has seized all these three vehicles, and there are technical investigations going on, making sure that all the T's and I's, T's are crossed and I's are dotted to make sure that nothing is left behind. Apart from this, further investigation going on, as we can see that with each passing moment, there's new piece of information coming up, like this new CCTV footage that is showing up. Let me also explain what is happening here. You can also see lying on the left side of the road. This is where the collision actually happened. He lost his life at the very moment.
He lost his life at the very moment. He lost his life on the spot. And in the autopsy report, it was mentioned that he lost his life due to heavy loss of blood because of the fact that he sustained a serious head injury, and also he suffered various other injuries, which includes his rib was damaged, his other vital organs were damaged, and that is why he lost his life the very moment at the spot. They did not even get time to get him treated or even try to save Sahil. Shivam.
Completely, he was being raised by. It's a very sad story, also, Shambhavi. If you can give us more details on this, because it's clearly a case where the minor was driving the car. Now his father also came and he also gave a statement, and they said we are also very sorry for what happened to the young boy. Now it's clearly a case of negligence by the parents, also by the authorities, also by the traffic police. Also, we should mention this very fact. And also he was given bail because he had class 10th examinations. Can you share more details on this story regarding the chronology of what happened since the accident, since the murder, I would say, took place?
So this accident actually happened on 3rd of February. That is the time stamp. You can see it happened around 11:50. And in the CCTV footage, you can clearly see the Scorpio was speeding. The bus was moving at a very slow pace. The Scorpio was speeding. It goes straight towards the bus and then takes a sharp left. And from the left, there was Sahil on his R15 was coming towards it. That is when the vehicle collided and Sahil lost his life at the spot. There was another person who was hit in this entire accident who was in the hospital, but he was released after he suffered some minor injury on his ribs and also had around 5 to 7 stitches on his head and is currently out of the hospital and out of danger. So there were 3 lives which were affected by it. When we come to the point that what the accused father has been saying, the accused father definitely is accepting that his child is at fault here, but it's an incidental fault is the word that they're using again and again, that this was an accident, this was a freak accident that happened. But also we asked Republic Republic exclusively spoke to the father, and we asked that was he aware that his son was actually taking the car out for a ride or wherever they were going to.
All right, viewers, we are going to show you live visuals, a big breaking news, a developing story coming in right in a few moments on your television screen. Big developing story coming in a short while. Big development. Clash has erupted between farmers and police. Big developing story on your screen in a short while. There's a big development here, big breaking news that is coming in of clash erupted between the farmers and the police. Coming back to the story of the CCTV footage of the crash and the clear case of murder, the negligence by the parents. I would say he was a rich brat, he belonged to a rich family, and he was driving the SUV in a very fast pace, and that led to the murder of a very young boy who had a very bright future ahead of him. Shambhavi is live with us. Shambhavi, we had a big breaking development. We cut across to that. We are coming back to the story. Shambhavi, if you can again give us the chronology of what is happening in this story. The latest is the CCTV footage of the crash that has surfaced. Now, this will also help in the investigation, Shambhavi.
See, definitely there's new, very important piece of information that has come to light, and understanding the chronology of the incident. After this incident actually happened on 3rd of February, the accused was apprehended from the spot. And then he was produced before the JJB, as we also accessed the birth certificate of the accused, and you could see that he is 17 years and a few months old. So he would be produced before the Juvenile Justice Board in this case. And apart from that, he was sent to an observation home for 7 days, and he was then released on interim bail from the JJB, citing that he is under competent authority, competent parents or parental or guardianship, and that he has to write his exams for board. That is the reason that JJB released him on interim bail, the 10th class boy which affected not one but 2 lives, one seriously injured and another one who lost his life, who again, you very rightly pointed out, Shivam, had a very bright future, because he was set to go to Manchester, as his mother was sharing with us that she wanted him to move abroad because she did not have trust in the system of this country, in the justice system of this country. And she said that just after this, because the boy got interim bail, she is again disappointed. The very reason why she wanted her son to move out of the country, to move out and go out for studies, and he already got his offer letter from Manchester, and he was set to move there after his final semester.
All right, Shambhavi, thanks a lot for the details on this story. We'll come back to you as more details unfold in this developing story. Thanks a lot, Shambhavi. All right, viewers, now let's move on to our next top story. Now, the Indian Air Force is carrying out relentless aerial firefighting operations across the northeast, battling massive wildfires in challenging and high-altitude terrain from Arunachal Pradesh to Nagaland. Helicopters are dumping thousands and thousands of liters of water to contain the flames. Watch this report for more information.
In a major relief effort, Indian Air Force helicopters have successfully extinguished a wildfire in Walong, Arunachal Pradesh. A total of 139,800 litres of water was dropped over the affected area, bringing the blaze under control after sustained aerial operations. Simultaneously, firefighting missions are underway in the picturesque but treacherous Zuko Valley in Nagaland. Mi-17 V5 helicopters are engaged in continuous water-dropping sorties to prevent the fire from spreading further. The helicopters are drawing water from Padampokhari Lake in Dimapur before flying towards the fire-affected zones near Jagpur Peak. Operations are being conducted amid steep slopes, poor visibility and rarefied air, making the mission extremely challenging. Despite the harsh terrain and difficult weather conditions, the Air Force continues its relentless efforts to protect forests, wildlife and local communities.
All right, viewers, now let's move on to our next top story that we are getting. Big breaking news. Vijay Mallya has informed the Bombay High Court that he is prohibited from leaving or attempting to leave England and Wales and is neither allowed to apply for or nor possess any international travel document. Now, he further stated that he is unable to specify an exact timeline for his return to India. Now, this is after the Bombay High Court said that if Mallya wants the court to consider his petition challenging the validity of the Fugitive Economic Offenders Act of 2018, that is FEO Act, he should return to India. And this is the latest statement that is coming from the fugitive, that is liquor baron, fugitive liquor baron Vijay Mallya. The latest he's giving a statement that he can't give a specific timeline. He stated that he's unable to specify an exact timeline for his return to India. This comes after the Bombay High Court had said that if Mallya wants the court to consider his petition challenging the validity of the Fugitive Economic Offenders Act of 2018, FEO Act, he should return to India. All right, Sarthak is joining us live for more details in this story. Now, this comes, Sarthak, from the fugitive, that is Vijay Mallya. He doesn't want to come to India. He doesn't want to face the Indian law. He knows he has done something very wrong and that he will go to jail. What details are you fetching in this story? Sarthak, over to you.
Well, Shivam, in today's hearing, Vijay Mallya specifically informed the Bombay High Court that he is legally barred from leaving England and Wales. He submitted that he is not permitted to neither apply for nor hold any international travel document that effectively prevents him for any kind of foreign travel. And because of these restrictions, he has stated that he is unable to provide any concrete timeline as to when he would be able to return to India. He has also submitted through his counsel that suggests that that his continued stay in the UK is due to the legal constraints that have been imposed by the UK government, by the UK authorities. And it is not a voluntarily refusal from his end to return to India. This statement appears that he is aiming at addressing concerns regarding his non-appearance before the Indian court, because it may come across that he is being slightly apprehensive about returning to India, as certain legal action might be taken against him. In the previous hearing as well, the Bombay High Court had passed an order where they stated that it is necessary for Mallya's physical presence in India and to comply with the court orders and Indian law. That is very relevant in this case.
All right, thanks a lot, Sarthak, for the details in the story. We'll come back to you as more details unfold in the story. Thanks a lot, Sarthak. All right, viewers, now let's move on and get you all the top national stories now in Bharat in 1 minute. Varanasi authorities resumed demolition operations in Dal Mandi today. Several unauthorized structures are being cleared as part of the ongoing drive. Local residents are witnessing heightened activity in the area. Officials say the action will continue until all encroachments are removed. A violent late-night attack was recorded on CCTV in Delhi's Bhavana area. Masked assailants armed with knives and axe barged into a shop, repeatedly assaulting the shopkeeper and causing panic in the neighborhood. Police have launched an investigation and are examining the footage to identify the attackers. In Jammu and Kashmir's Baramula, a suspicious object was discovered and safely neutralized early today on the Srinagar-Baramula. Police, 29 Rashtriya Rifles, that is the RR, and the bomb disposal squad were deployed. All right, viewers, we're getting a big breaking news right now at this moment. Breaking news that is of a clash that has erupted. Clash erupts between farmers and police in Bathinda, Punjab. Now, tear gas shells were used to disperse the crowd, that is the protesters. These are the exclusive visuals, latest visuals on your television screen. As you can see, this comes from Bathinda, Punjab, and tear gas shells were used to disperse the crowd. Now, this is the clash. This is the scuffle between the farmers and the police. And this comes from Bathinda, Punjab. We are getting fetching more details in this story. Now, tear gas shells were used to disperse the protesters. Exclusive visuals on your screen. All right. We have Lalit joining us live for more details on this story. Lalit, if you can put this into perspective and share the details, what exactly was the reason? Were the farmers protesting for some reason? And why was there a clash that took place between the police and the farmers in Bathinda, Punjab? More details. Over to you, Lalit.
A call has been given by the farmers for a state-level protest in Punjab, Bathinda district, and they wanted to get out the district office. All across the Punjab, the farmers in large numbers tried to assemble in the Bathinda, and heavy barricading were done all across the Bathinda border so that the farmers could not enter inside the Bathinda district. But still, large number of farmers entered into the Bathinda district, and near the Jindal village in Bathinda, a clash erupted between the farmers and the police when in heavy number the farmers tried to go near the DC office to Gherao. As on 6th February also, when the farmers held a protest, some of the when the farmers tried to enter the DC office, that time police used tear gas shells to somehow diffuse the situation, and after that farmers also tried to throw the stones on the police. So a clash erupted between the police and the farmers near the Jindal village, and after the tear gas shells were being dispersed on the farmers, then only the farmers were dispersed from that area. So a clash erupted near the Jindal village in Bathinda when in large numbers farmers tried to get out the DC office. Back to the studio.
Lalit, also if you can share the details, how many farmers or the police personnel have the details surfaced of how many of them got injured, and the exact timing of the clash when it took place. The police was stopping them from the Gherao, but exact timing of the clash also is very important, and how many of them got injured, Lalit?
Right now, if the details what the Republic TV has got, around a dozen of farmers have got injured in this clash between the farmers and the police. And if we talk about the reason why the farmers were holding a protest, as on 6th February, some farmers were arrested in Bathinda. So farmers were demanding for the release of their fellow farmers who have been arrested. So looking into this only, the farmers have given a call of state-level protest in Punjab. So from all across Punjab in large numbers, farmers have assembled in Bathinda, and police have done a heavy barricading so that the farmers could not assemble in large number. But still, many farmers assembled in Bathinda district, and after that, when they were marching towards the DC office near the Jindal village of Bathinda, the police and the farmers have a clash when police tried to stop them. So the farmers, as per allegations by the police, used stones to move ahead, and as a force of police have used the tear gas shells so that the farmers can be dispersed. So tear gas shells were being used on farmers, and after that the situation was brought under control. Back to the studio.
All right, thanks a lot, Lalit, for sharing the details of the story. So these are the visuals of clash that took place between the police and the farmers. Now let's move on to our next top story. Now a shocking and deeply disturbing incident has been reported from the Madanapalli town in Andhra Pradesh. A 7-year-old girl who had gone missing earlier this week was found dead near her residence in a horrifying turn of events. Here are the details in this report.
A tragic and unsettling incident has emerged from Madanapalle in Andhra Pradesh. A 7-year-old girl, reported missing earlier this week, was found dead close to her home. After receiving information from her family, the police say that the child went missing on Monday. After an intense search operation conducted by the police and the locals, the child's body was discovered near her own home. Disturbingly, her body was allegedly found stuffed inside a drum, highlighting the brutality of the act. Now, as per reports, the minor girl was allegedly raped and subsequently killed horrifically. Meanwhile, after a wide search operation, the accused, identified as Kulvardhan, was also found dead in a lake. Kulvardhan reportedly killed himself, and his body was found in the nearby lake. As per the police, the accused absconded after the gruesome act the previous day. Meanwhile, police sources indicate that preliminary investigations, including CCTV footage from nearby areas, are all under scanner. The details from the probe now suggest that the child was assaulted and killed before her body was hidden. The child's body has now been handed over to the family after conduction of post-mortem that confirmed rape. The horrific incident has sparked outrage among the local residents. Meanwhile, the grieving family members and residents staged a protest outside the police station. The protesters demand justice. The outrage is palpable. Meanwhile, her family holds her lifeless body, grieving, crying, and absolutely enraged. An unsuspecting innocent life cut short by sheer atrocity. This heinous crime and the aftermath has sent shockwaves across the region. The clarion calls for justice and questions are only growing louder.
All right, viewers, it's time to slip into a short commercial break, but don't go anywhere, because coming up next, Anil Ambani has been summoned for questioning today in connection with an investigation into his group entities, including Reliance Communication and Reliance Power Limited.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front and he said we've taken a clear decision not to play cricket with India because we are backing Bangladesh. Listen to what Shehbaz Sharif said.
T20 World Cup जो है उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह स्टैंड लिया है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के ख़िलाफ़ जो मैच है वो हम नहीं खेलेंगे, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान ने कहा कि ये खेल का मैदान है, ये सियासत नहीं है। खेल के मैदान में सियासत बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए। हमने एक बड़ा सोच समझ के हमने स्टैंड लिया है और इस
Amity has one of India's most advanced supercomputing facilities for AI research and teaching. Equipped with world-class facilities, the center drives interdisciplinary research and industry-academia collaboration, preparing students for disruptive AI technologies. Committed to India's global tech leap, Amity is proud to be the knowledge partner at India AI Impact Summit.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ 8 मिनट में तैयार। क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
Himanta Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you?
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is not going to lose a single vote because whomever the vote, the section of people who vote for Gaurav Gogoi or Rahul Gandhi in Assam, in any case they will vote only Congress. From that press conference, neither I will gain one.
Good afternoon, viewers. You're watching Republic TV with me, Hina Sharma, and our top focus today remains the ED summons that has been issued to Anil Ambani, once a towering figure in the communication business. Now he has been summoned by ED related to the 40,000 crore bank fraud case. Money laundering charges has been leveled against him. We'll tell you more about it, but first, let's take a look at the headlines. Anil Ambani has been summoned for questioning today in connection with an investigation into his group entities, including Reliance Communication and Reliance Power Limited. Maharashtra Deputy CM Sunitra Pawar writes to CM Fadnavis, demands CBI probe into Ajit Pawar plane crash. Imran Khan likely to be shifted to a hospital in the coming days for further medical treatment. The development comes amid renewed concerns over his health while he remains incarcerated. J.D. Vance, US Vice President, revealed that the Iranian side is not accepting the conditions set by Donald Trump, saying Iran has not agreed to all the red lines laid down by Donald Trump for a diplomatic solution. A decision by the Telangana government to allow Muslim employees to leave offices an hour early during Ramadan has triggered a massive political debate. Breaking news coming at this hour. In a major setback to the SIT Special Investigation Team probing the Sabarimala gold theft case, a court has now granted bail to the chief priest of the temple, Tantri Kantarao Rajivaru. The court observed that the prosecution and the probe team failed to establish the link he has with the key accused, Unni Krishnan Poti. So this is the big breaking that we're tracking at this point in time, where we have bail being granted to the priest. Now I have my colleague Shankar with me on the phone line. Shankar, this is a big setback to the entire investigation because allegations revolved around these people, and now the chief priest has gotten bail. What more can you tell us in this gold misappropriation case?
The special investigation team probing the Sabarimala gold theft case has been facing setbacks, one after the other from the court. Due to its lapses in the probe, due to its inaccurate and inefficient probe in the matter from the beginning. As earlier, as many as 5 accused in the case obtained bail from the court after the special investigation failed to submit the charge sheet in the court on time. Actually, all the accused in any case are subjected to statutory bail if the charge sheet is not submitted in 90 days. However, in this case, the SIT could not submit the charge sheet even after 90 days, and all the accused in the case from 1 to 16 moved to the Kollam Vigilance Court seeking bail, and the court observed that the right of the accused have the right to obtain bail, statutory bail, if the charge sheet is not submitted on time, and all the five accused in the case obtained bail. And this time, the Tantri Kandaru Rajiv, who also received bail, this time it is not because of the failure of the special investigation team in submitting the charge sheet, but the prosecution failed drastically in proving the links of the accused, Tantri Kandaru Rajiv, with the key accused, Unnikrishnan Poti. Actually, the key basis of the arrest of Tantri Kandaru Rajiv was that the prosecution and even the prop team stated before the court that the key accused was brought to the Sabarimala temple by Tantri Kandaru Rajivaru, and he has a clear link between the first accused in the case, and it is a planned conspiracy between both this Tantri Kandaru Rajivaru and Unnikrishnan Poti. However, the evidence, even though the allegations were leveled before the court, the prosecution could not produce even a single evidence before the court to prove his involvement in the crime or his nexus or his links with the key accused Unnikrishnan Poti. And the court observed that the particular 13, the Tantri Kandaru Rajivaru is a 13 accused in connection with the misappropriation of gold in door frames, and the 16th accused in connection with the case registered for misappropriation of gold from the Dwarapalaga idols. In both these cases, Tantri Kandaru Rajivaru obtained bail as a court of the other point.
All right, thank you so much, Shankar, for getting us all of these details in this very important case that we are tracking. Now, shifting our focus amid Sunetra Pawar's demand for CBI probe in Baramati crash incident. Now, AAIB officials today are due to meet Ministry of Civil Aviation officials on CVR and DFDR data further investigation update. Now, AAIB sends the CVR call voice recording data to manufacturers today for retrieval of data from CVR amid Sunetra Pawar's demand for CBI probe in Baramati crash incident. So this is a big breaking that we are tracking, that the AAIB officials are now due to meet Ministry of Civil Aviation officials and they are requesting that this data from the call voice recorder should be retrieved as soon as possible. Now, we do know that yesterday there was a big breaking where we told you that how the AAIB said that the black box, two black boxes in fact from the flight, from the plane are completely destroyed. But now the AAIB is trying to retrieve the data. All right. So I have my colleague Harsha live with us at this hour. Harsha, this is a big news. AAIB officials are due to meet Ministry of Civil Aviation officials to urge them that this CVR data must be provided. Now, we have already seen how Rohit Pawar is leveling allegations time and again, saying that there was a conspiracy. In fact, he is hinting at. What more can you tell us about this particular meeting?
Yes, you rightly pointed out, Rohit Pawar has been hinting out at, that this is a conspiracy more than an accident it is, and that should be probed fairly, and that's what he demands, that AIB, not only in India, but also the organizations of the aircraft and association should be contacted internationally from the US and from the Italy, from France as well, to investigate into this matter, because it's very sensitive. This entire matter is very sensitive. Ajit Pawar, Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, lost his life, and today we have gotten to know that after Sunetra Pawar met Chief Minister and spoke about the CBI inquiry in the matter of the Ajit Pawar plane crash. After that, now today AIB officials are meeting MOCA officials, Ministry of Civil Aviation officials, and this is very important in light of that till now DFDR and CVR full data have not been retrieved because of the exposure of the heat caused from the crash, and that is the reason why before CBI inquiry is initiated, it's very very important that all the data of CVR is with the AIB officials. The final report has not been shared. Yesterday, the updates shared by the AIB officials, they clearly stated that the state manufacturers will be sent the CVR to the Honeywell and they will be helping in the retrieval of data. And once the data is retrieved, only then also the CBI can also initiate the investigation and inquiry into this all matter, because evidence is the key in the Baramati plane crash in which Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar lost his life. A lot is being said and stated in this matter, but it's all with the DFDR and CVR exactly what happened in the last moments of crash. Till now, the pilot in command, the co-pilot in command, Shambhavi Pathak's last word were stated in the black box, but the detailed data have to be retrieved, and today the manufacturers have received the CVR. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Harsha, for getting us all of these details. A crucial meeting that we'll keep on tracking. But before we move on, let's take a look at our special segment, Bharat in One. BJP MP Nishikant Dubey criticized the Lok Sabha leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, stating that the Congress leader wants to divide the country. Nishikant Dubey said that Rahul Gandhi wants to divide this country into pieces, be it in the name of backward or forward, scheduled caste or tribe, men and women. In a significant step towards modernizing the judicial and correctional system in Madhya Pradesh, Justice Vijay Shukla of the Indore bench of the High Court inaugurated 18 newly built video conferencing rooms at Indore Central Jail. Now, the initiative aligns with the Supreme Court's latest directions on recording testimonies through virtual mode. Panic gripped Uttar Pradesh's Kaushambi district after a massive fire broke out in an oil tanker on the busy Delhi-Kolkata highway. Now, fire tenders rushed to the spot and currently working to douse the flames. Efforts continue to bring the situation under control. All right, big breaking news coming in from Maharashtra. Maharashtra Navnirman Sena President Raj Thackeray today paid a courtesy call on Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde at his Nandwan residence. Now, the two leaders discussed a number of issues. This was their first meeting since the Mumbai Municipal Corporation elections. So this is a big breaking news you can see on your screens.